Greetings, my most excellent friends and fiends, and welcome once more to D&D Surprise Party, where a bunch of, pandemically misplaced thespians get together to play Dungeons and Dragons, but with a little bit of a twist because, you see, all of my players had their own private session zeros for their character creation and other sundries, and even a little bit of role play. And they didn't know who everybody else was playing until session 1. Well, here we are in session 4, but we still have surprises aplenty coming, thanks to your friend and mine, the surprise die. And we'll get into the surprise die in just a little bit. Last time on D&D Surprise Party, we had an interesting time trying to track down a missing dwarf, where all sorts of shenanigans happened with a fight with lizard people, a near impalement. We had our party split off, one following a lizard man to their lair, the others trying to get the poor drunk dwarf back to safety of civilization. And they finally got in not only their first combat, but they also got in their first rescue, and they got in their first long rest. So it was a very eventful session last week, and they're going to be awakening to a brand new day. But before we do that, we have a couple of announcements to make. First of all, I would like to thank our returning sponsor, D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond. I was the only one who yelled.
Okay.
D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond.
Okay.
You're muted.
Whoops. Anyway, D&D Beyond, of course, is the top-rated official digital toolbox for Dungeons and Dragons, and they've recently introduced a new bundle to launch you on your player career. The Player's Bundle, in fact, consisting of the Player's Handbook, the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, Xanathar's Guide to Everything, and Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Now, if you purchase all 4 together, you'll get a 20% discount off your purchase, so you'll get a wonderful bundle deal. But that's not all, because they want you to know that next month, Candlekeep Mysteries, the first D&D book of 2021, is being released, and it's available for pre-order on the D&D Beyond Marketplace right now. And Candlekeep Mysteries is an anthology of 17 all-new adventures, which can be easily transplanted into your campaign. Now, if you pre-order Candlekeep Mysteries on D&D Beyond, you will unlock a set of Candlekeep-inspired digital dice, and you will also get various cosmetic enhancements for your character sheets. And those bonuses will be added when the book goes live on its release date of March 16th. So write that date down, March 16th, Candlekeep Mysteries.
Yay, March 16th for Candlekeep Mysteries. Woo!
Do it.
And our second returning sponsor tonight is Neverending. Now, Neverending is a new up-and-coming character art builder so that you can get custom art for your individual characters. Now visit beneverending.app, and there will be a link in the chat, to design your own character today. Now, there are several subscription levels, including a free one, to dip your toes in. And they've been doing some updates. In fact, you might notice some cosmetic changes on our players' nameplates. We have some portraits of their characters. And if you visit the Chaotic Tiefling Twitter page, you will find full portraits, full body shots of our characters and the wonderful players that portray them. And does anybody else have any announcements tonight?
Oh yeah. I was wanting to bring something up. April, been meaning to talk to you about something for a bit now.
Oh no, not this again.
So April, I understand you're a human.
No, I am a meat popsicle.
Oh, even better. And I hear that in your particular locale, it is legally required that you cover your meat popsicle with cloth.
Yeah, normally if your meat popsicle's hanging out, they get real upset. Usually
And I've
cops are
also
called.
heard that you are a very nerdy meat popsicle.
I am a nerdy meat popsicle.
So where do you find all the nerdiest cloth to cover your meat popsicle?
Well, Finn, the best cloth to cover your meat popsicles over at TeePublic for the Draconic Dragon site, where you can get an amazing shirt that says,
Oh, you are a fresh piece of excellent witchcraft.
I am? Thank you!
You are. That's actually
Or-
exactly where I got. Whoa,
If you want a surprise,
I do.
D&D surprise party shirts are on the store now too.
Yes, very much, very much. Now, so that you said that was the Draconic Verses store at TeePublic?
Yes, the Draconic Versus store at TeePublic.
I bet our viewers could find some kind of link located in
I
some
think-
kind of chat.
I think if you do exclamation part for Sooth, something magical happens and a link appears. And I heard an even more amazing rumor
What's that?
that a sale is coming.
A sale.
A sale.
What kind of sale?
A sale where you can get discounts on various cloth to cover your meat popsicle.
Then hoist those sails and make it over to TeePublic and Draconic Verses. So, if you are a meat popsicle or you have a meat popsicle that you love, please dress them in nerdy cloth from Draconic Verses at TeePublic.
Also now available for meat nuggets, aka your babies.
Well,
are.
thank you very much for that spontaneous advertisement.
Oh man.
And that was the day that both April and Finn's characters were killed.
Let me see. Oh dear, natural 20.
Oh dear,
Oh.
nat 20 on the surprise die.
Okay, speaking of the surprise die, it's now that time, my friends. It is time.
Sorry.
And now, last week, our chosen was actually Tilly, but you missed out on the surprise die again through luck, and you got immunity for this week. So your name will not be among the possible chosen tonight.
Well, thank you, Dragon. Thank you.
No problem. So now, but I actually need you to roll the d6 tonight to choose the manner in which our chosen is chosen.
All right. This is not my fault. That is a 6.
That is a 6.
That is a 6. And I washed my hands of this.
Okay. And I have our chosen selected.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? So far.
You had to say
I
it,
was-
didn't you?
You had to
April.
say it.
Had to say it.
Okay, one, Jen, you don't need to say anything. You're immune.
I
Glad I chose to say
fear
it
for
today.
you.
I'm fine.
We're all good here. All right. So it is the next day. You've all had your long rest. You've all had a good night's sleep, and you awaken to an amazing smell. It is what smells like a feast, a banquet. A banquet of breakfast food. You instantly detect fresh bread, including hot, fresh rye bread.
Ah!
You smell corn biscuits. You smell eggs and bacon and sausages. So,
I would like to go downstairs.
Yeah, Tilly runs down the stairs still in her nightshirt and barefoot.
Like Christmas morning for you. It's
Exactly.
great.
so
Just following her nose. She's still kind of like half asleep.
It's the Peter Porker floating.
It's just floating.
Mhm. Yeah.
okay. Well, you get downstairs. Is everybody else just going right down following their noses and or beaks?
Aye, sir.
Okay.
It takes Lulu a minute to get down there. She's definitely like hair to one side, and
This
is,
food
like blurry-eyed.
This food smells so good. It is actually helping your hangover.
Mm.
Nah.
Great.
As people are coming down, I'll be like, hello. Good morning. Hi. Hello.
Bacon.
And you come down into the main room, and there's nobody there except for Lug and Hildy and Herbert, the young lad that you had seen the night before, who Hildy had called out to go and send somebody to fetch the constable. He's bringing out plates and cups and whatnot. And then he goes back in, and you see this amazing spread on this table.
Oh,
And
heck yeah.
Lug is there. He's looking at everything. I think we got everything out here. I hope you like it. I put a lot of extra love in this.
And I just hug Lug.
So eat up before it gets cold. Don't let it get cold. It's all plenty good. And I got some fresh hot rye for you.
I already have a
Well-
handful of bacon in my hand as I'm shoving it in my mouth. Thank you.
Bacon and eggs and like just all the stuff and just like stuffing my mouth.
There's different kinds of juices. There's teas. There's coffees.
Oh, coffee. Donnie takes like the whole pot, pours herself a cup. It's all black, and she's just like sipping it, and she's just like,
And you
Love
hear Lug
coffee.
call out, if anybody wants anything else, just let me know. There's plenty in here.
oh, this is good.
God.
Full mouth of food. Just thank you, Lug.
Thank you.
Many thanks, sir.
Appreciated.
Hildy says, oh, yes, my husband is quite a wizard in the kitchen.
I thought he was a fighter.
Well, he's that too.
I have a cup for props.
So, did you all sleep?
Oh, I
did
have
you all-
bread for
Did you all
props.
sleep? Did you all sleep well last night?
Oh, very well.
Yeah.
The nest was fantastic.
It
Oh,
was lovely. Thank you.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you enjoyed your nest, dear.
I love it.
And how did you sleep? How did you sleep, Tilly, dear?
Oh, great. I was good. She's still got like so much food in her mouth.
Oh,
Just like bacon. Really, really good. Just like really good.
And everybody was comfortable? Samatha, you were
fantastic,
comfortable,
yeah.
dear?
yes, it was fine. She's just got like tea and just like some toast and bacon, and that's really it. Not much of a breakfast person.
Okay. I mean, Lulu has the coffee in front of her, and you can see her just like slowly inside her is waking up.
Tilly's tail is like a cat's. Just like kind of happy.
Oh, I love it. It's very good.
Okay, so, but this food is beyond delicious. It's almost like there's something extra in it. But, so
So
you're
have we
sitting
been
there.
fed a hero's feast?
It sounds
No,
like
not
it.
Okay.
not quite, but it is very fulfilling, shall we say, because it is prepared by somebody that has the chef feat.
Oh,
Oh.
very
Love that.
Lug has the chef feet.
No wonder it's
That's
delicious.
So he's Sanji because he has the chef feet. I'll go. I'll leave.
What?
That was a reach. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You committed to it. You committed. That's what's admirable about that. You committed.
Okay, I think I'll be changing the chosen for the surprise die tonight.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if that
don't
means
anger
you
him.
were it and not anymore, or you're now it. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
There's no way to know.
There's no way
There's
to know.
no way.
Nope.
Nope.
So yeah, thank you, Lug. This is delicious. Where did you find all this ham for bacon? There's so much bacon.
Oh, we got it from the butcher.
Oh, okay.
Where did you learn to cook like this?
Well, when you're recuperating after a big injury and everything, you tend to learn a couple of different things here and there.
Oh, that makes sense.
Is that what happened to your leg, sir?
Yeah, I lost it in an accident. But
my God, that's why you
Hildy
can't
made
ask
me
people
Hildy
that.
made me a new one.
Fine craftsmanship
Make
at
a
that.
really good one.
Yeah, it is. Cling cling.
That's a pretty sick leg. I've definitely seen some pretty shoddy sea legs before, but that'll get you across all right.
He actually pulls the trouser leg up a little bit, and you can see that it is like shining, and you can see that it's not like it's it's got springs on this side. It's like it's an amazing thing.
Tilly like scoots up like I just
he covers the leg up.
I'm gonna grab Squall by the back of his shirt a little as he gets too close.
Tilly
like,
and
listen
Squall,
up
both of them
behind.
just nope. The sun is not high enough in the sky for all of that.
You can't have this shiny Squall.
The shiny is bigger than you.
I throw Squall a ball bearing.
Okay.
I'm good. I got 1,000 of them. I can distract them all day.
Like play fetch with them. Oh my god. Okay.
So you have the morning. What are you talking about? You have several things that you Lug says, Bodnik got up a little earlier. He didn't know too much that was going on. He's up taking a bit of a rest now, a proper rest. Apparently sleeping on the table didn't agree with him too much.
Nah. We can talk to him in a second.
We should probably go to the swamp.
We might need to go
investigate
back to
the
the
hole
swamp.
the lizard went in.
We want to investigate the lizard folk, or do we want to continue figuring out what's up with Prime Water?
I'm not entirely certain that those two things are unrelated.
Yeah, I feel like the lizards taking people is probably a big thing since there are missing people.
I think that's our best bet. Now, again, it might not lead us to Prime Water, but it might lead us to the missing people. If there are more than just the one that besides Prime Water.
If I recall correctly, Tilly was the one creating quite the board last night.
Oh.
That's right.
Yeah.
You do have a board with string.
I do have a board with string.
Did we go check the board?
Any insights? Are there any insights that you discovered? Any overlapping patterns that you've seen, Miss Tilly?
Well, I mean, there's not a lot of information yet to be, oh man, okay. Oh man. And she just picks up a little bit more bacon and starts to munch a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were eating.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Samathe, what do you think?
I will admit I'm a little concerned that if it was somebody trying to assassinate Prime Water, that he might still be in danger. That is my main concern there. Although, if it's quite possible that Zephyr also was dragged off the way the dwarf was, so we may need to track him down. At least we know the guards are currently looking for and hopefully can discuss with Prime Water what's happening.
Now, there was that House of Spirits that everyone seems to be speaking of lately.
Well, we
Yeah.
won't be able to do...
That's always there, though.
Yes, and the concerning thing there is that everybody says they've checked it out in the daylight. Common thing there. If we want to check it out and actually find something, we may want to go at night. So we have the day to...
know why people would go to a haunted house and check it out during the day. That just seems not productive.
Well, as far as that's concerned, it may not be the highest priority on the list because the only connection to that we have is what Zephram's father, was it his father or his grandfather?
His father.
His father, yes.
He said something about it, right?
Mhm.
Which made us think, that it's connected to that. But the last place that he was seen was the same place that dwarf got dragged off from last night.
Yes, Raka.
So yeah, we should probably go check out the lizard hole.
I think that one's a little more time sensitive. We've already lost 2 days on Zephram.
True, very true.
So when I was waiting for you guys to come back, I kind of followed the trail and I felt him disappear deep within so there's a lot more entrances and it goes deeper.
You found a bigger one, didn't you say that? Bigger than the small hole that
No, you didn't find any other entrance.
No?
I did not find the other entrance yet.
Oh, okay.
I was on my way looking for it when you guys showed up.
Well, that might be
a
course of action then.
If this is something where, this is a tribe of lizard people from the woods sneaking into town and taking people, essentially is the working theory. Isn't this something that the town guard should be worried about? Shouldn't we go to them?
One, we are technically working with the town guard to work on this Zephram issue.
Also,
Second, they might be a little more concerned about an assassination attempt to a council member than they are to a native tribe of lizard folk in the swamp. Now, that could just be a bias because they're only taking people out of Rockgut, but that could be the working theory.
Well, if this is a case where...
Didn't we run past them twice and overhead of them and sneak in a building, and not once did they notice that we were breaking into buildings right behind them?
Yes, I don't particularly trust their investigative abilities.
No.
It would probably not be the best idea to take them out of town either, I believe. I think this one may have to just be us. We can explain to them afterwards.
Also, smaller party, and we can probably investigate it, and hopefully not, I would just like to save the people that have been kidnapped and not actually disrupt a community that, might not be all evil. 2 are just super duper bad.
Well, 3.
Or 3. Well, we took out 2
of them, and one of them got away. Yeah. Well, we let them go away.
Yeah. Anyway.
So it seems we have our course set for the swamp then.
Let's go to the swamp.
Before we leave, I'm going to start shoving bread and bacon and food in my pockets.
Yep.
Before we go, dear Lug, good sir.
Oh, yes.
Would you happen to have some kind of water skin? Some kind of bag that I could carry a bit of a drink with?
Oh, I think I got something like that, sure.
I'd be happy to compensate you.
Oh, don't worry about it. Let me see here. And he looks under the bar, and he takes out a water skin, and he dusts it off, and he hands it to you. What do you need in it?
Well, Bird's got a drink, and flagons don't do the beak well.
Hey, Squall, you want to see something fun?
Of course.
All right, open your mouth. And Ludani pulls the water from the water skin, waving her hand, and it just begins to slowly come out and begins to almost like a fountain into Squall's mouth.
Whoa!
What?
This is magical. The best day ever.
Yeah.
How? What?
Yeah.
So you decided what you folks are doing?
Lulu.
Yeah, we're gonna head into the swamp and investigate the lizard men and the stealing of
Ooh.
the people.
Yep.
Oh, be very careful. I mean, you can get caught up pretty easy by those
Well,
critters.
we handled 3 of them last night fairly well.
He did.
Oh, well, wait just a second. Wait just a second. I got something for you. And he goes out and he comes back in and he hands each of you like a little biscuit. And he says, well, now these will only be good for about another 8 hours or so. Don't eat them yet. Don't eat them until they're really, really necessary, but they're very good for another like 8 hours or so that you can use to eat them. And then after that, you'll have another 8 hours or so of having an extra hardiness about you.
Oh,
Ooh.
sweet.
Very nice. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Interesting.
So
that in
you
my
can make a
pocket.
note on your character sheets that you have a treat that will give you 5 temporary hit points for
This is like oh my god, these are like the biscuits they give you on airplanes.
Biscoff?
Biscoff.
Yes,
God.
Biscoff.
It's like
I
a
would-
healthy cookie.
I would
It's-
commit
yes.
so many
Yep.
crimes for Biscoff. I love those
I was
things.
thinking more if it was like a fruit and nut granola bar.
That too.
it can be anything you want it to be.
I love
Now
it.
it's a
Biscoff.
I'm gonna lean across the table towards Alizira and just kind of whisper, "Stuff a pocket full of bacon for me. I'm gonna go get dressed." And then she
Okay.
runs back upstairs.
I shove
Oh,
my 3rd pocket full of bacon now. I already had 2 pockets of bacon. Now I have 3 pockets of bacon, a pocket of bread, and a pocket of fruit.
I
Those
should
are some
get my-
impressive pants you have, Miss Tree.
Hey,
I have now
I'm
decided
gonna-
I'm wearing cargo pants.
Oh, of course.
I have invented cargo pants and it's canon,
Absolutely.
and it is just for snacks.
I'm gonna run
Absolutely.
upstairs, and Tilly puts on her leather overalls and her big boots and stuff, and then I'm gonna run over to the box that Hildy gave me last night, and I'm gonna take a length, like a decent little length of that thread, and my little horns have little brass caps on the end of them, and next to one, I'm gonna wrap that thread around and around and around and around so that there's like a little red stripe, and then I'm gonna run downstairs.
Okay. As you're coming downstairs, you bump into the dwarf. Oh, my head.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm sorry how we met.
I'm Tilly. We kind of met briefly last night.
I'm afraid I'm a big mess. I don't remember much about last night. I
okay.
remember I went to the rock gut house and I had too much to drink again there.
You did, and you got into some trouble. Lug and Hildy let you stay the night here, though.
Yeah, no, they're good folk. I've been here before with a bunch of the other lads. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm. Now you say we met last night, but I
We
feel
did
like
briefly.
there's something. Wait, and he notices you've got a clan badge.
I do. I'm with the miners. I'm with the mining colony. Hillicack and she holds out a hand to him.
Oh, I'm Bodnik. Nice to meet you, lass.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you very much for your help. I'm going to be heading on back to the colony. Are you going to be coming along?
I may be a little bit. If you see Donald or Fergus, could you tell them that I'm doing fine, that I've got lodgings in town, and that I will be along as soon as I can.
That Fergus kid.
Yeah, I'm kind of supposed to be keeping an eye on him. Donald and I both. The boss said he'd pay me extra if I did. He can be a little bit of trouble, but.
Oh, all right. So, you're with the Smiths.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll let them know. So that's
Well, thank you.
yeah. Well, I'll let them know. Don't worry about it. Thanks very much for your help. Oh, that coffee smells good down there. I think I'll go
There's
and have some.
coffee and there's bacon.
Bacon, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It might make you feel better. You should go downstairs and eat something.
I don't know about that. I'll have to see. But, well, again, thank you very much for your help.
Anytime.
Okay. So you've, was there anything else that you wanted to talk to him about or ask him?
Nope, I head back downstairs.
Okay. So, all right. So you're getting ready to go, and Hildy comes out. Says, "Are you sure you want to go to the swamp? It can be very dangerous."
Well, I mean, if the lizard people are taking people, then somebody's got to do something, Hildy.
I understand. I understand that, dear. It's just that, well, maybe you should go and see the constable and let them know about it too, just in case.
Yeah, I brought that up, but from what Lulu says, they're not very reliable.
The people at the temple know that we're dealing with the lizard folk, at least. So the constable has his hands full dealing with prime water and everything like that. So if we can just take this little bit off their hands, it'll
Well, I wouldn't exactly call lizard people a little handful, but
I'm hoping that we don't have to deal with an entire colony of lizard folk just to discover what's happened with the missing people. Now, if it does get out of our hands and we do have to fight more than we're capable of, I'll make sure everybody comes back safe and sound.
now you say missing people. Have you heard of more people than just that Zephyrim fellow? And
well, if
Well,
the
that's what I
lizard
was
folk
wondering
are,
about.
yeah, Tilly, go ahead.
Well, if this it could be something that's been going on for a while, couldn't it, Lulu? Especially if they're dragging people off to eat them like somebody
We haven't
did last night.
we haven't actually seen any corpses, but if the lizard folk are dragging people away right out of the dirt cellar, that's a concern on its own.
Maybe we should go back and ask.
I seem to recall one of the lizard folk saying something about having to get more people.
That's true. Though poor thing Common was not his strong suit. In fact, I don't even think he had a suit. He had a loincloth.
He did say something about the people they were dragging away, they were taking somewhere else. Hildy, do you know if is there any kind of slave market in Saltmarsh?
oh my, there was some rumors about something like that. I believe it was along 10, 15 years ago. But as far as I know, that they were able to smoke all of them out and get rid of them. They never did find a so-called base of operations, but they did seem to they found a ship and they sank it, from all I understand, and they did manage to save some of the poor captured people.
Yeah, I know if they're doing slave trade, we definitely need to deal with that hastily. I don't
think that the lizard people would have enough mind to be involved in slave trade, really.
But they could be working with somebody else.
It could be the worker bees, and maybe there's a queen.
That's a distinct possibility, dear.
Or somebody using the lizard folk and paying them in things that they need for them to kidnap other people. We don't know. That's why we need to go back to the swamp and figure that out.
Well, all right. I'm afraid I don't have a map or anything for you, though. I know we did go in them ourselves years ago, as I said, to look for that explorer chap. But we never actually made it into a proper, nest, so to speak.
Well, we know of a location of an entrance, which means there can probably be another entrance close by. And I think between the 5 of us, we'll be able to figure it out.
Certainly.
But I think the longer we talk about it and the longer we ponder, the more we're going to talk ourselves out of it or something else. And the more likely that whoever they took before is going to either be ate, or sold.
Then I say we take to the air.
Yes, and we'll take to
or
the ground.
streets.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Well, all right. Do be careful, all of you.
We will, Hildy.
We
I promise.
will.
Of course.
All right. Take care of yourselves and each other.
I hug her
Thank you,
before I
Hildy.
leave.
Oh, stop, dear. You'll make me cry. So,
All right.
you take your leave of the Fellfire House, and you go from the beautiful breakfast smells to the early morning tide.
Yep.
Start heading back towards the swamp the way we came.
Oh, the smells are just gonna get better. All right, let's go.
I
Okay.
love the smell.
As you get down
I like it too.
as you get down towards the docks, you do see that a ship has docked.
Ooh. Like a big fancy ship or a...
Yes, as a matter of fact, it's the Foam Breaker.
Oh, Captain Trigger has returned.
You know that ship, Squall?
Oh, yes, of course. I worked as a scout on that ship for, 4 or 5 voyages, actually.
Oh, that's a lovely ship. It's I'm going to spout off boat facts about the ship. That
Just from looking at it, I
Wow.
can tell you.
I am a boatswain. Just from looking at this, I can tell you these facts.
This boat was established in this time period and
That's
has
some
been
good
used.
wood that boat has.
Right, because I believe you flew ahead of the ship to get to the
Oh my
docks. You wanted to get
God.
off that ship pretty
Of
quick.
course.
So you basically had a day ahead of it.
Of course. So, well, then I just fly right up to the ship as we pass by. Just go ahead and plop right into the crow's nest and... Captain! Permission to light aboard!
Oh, Squall, how you doing?
Doing well. I trust you made your way safely into harbor, uneventful, I would hope.
I would have felt a lot safer if you'd been along.
Oh, you flatter me. So what's the score? What's the score this day in the harbor of Salt Marsh?
Well, I don't know. We just pulled in. Haven't heard anything yet. But we got a couple of waiting for a couple of shipments to go out.
Oh, so you'll be turning immediately or a few days on shore?
No, we're gonna be heading out this afternoon, early evening.
Oh, very well, very well. Hopefully with some trustworthy shipmates.
Well, that I don't know about, but I know we're expecting a cargo that we're supposed to be getting in from the trading post.
Oh, very well. Speaking of the trading post, I have not rendezvoused with your friend Zephram yet. Seems he's victim of some ill business. We've yet to find him. Family
Really?
doesn't know where he is.
Oh,
Well, do we want to be telling everybody about this?
Well, Captain Trigger's an old friend of Zephram's. I figured he might enlighten us to some of Zephram's comings and goings and what he gets up to. What kind of man was this Zephram, and how'd you know him, Captain?
oh, he's always been a middleman for Gellin Primewater. He's Primewater's one of the bigger merchants, and Zephram was the middleman setting up the shipments and the cargo.
Oh, of course. I see. Well, Well, that would explain why the two of them have been targeted with some foul business lately.
It's
At the same
funny
time.
because you're a bird person.
Wait, are you saying that Primewater's missing too?
Oh, yes, we thought we found him, but unfortunately, it seems he's made some enemies, and someone shot a doppelganger, thinking
he was him.
I also just like to imagine that you're shouting this from the crow's nest to the captain.
Yeah, are
30
we still,
feet
we're
up.
Like still in the dark.
This is how we have had every conversation.
I mean, it's also how
Yes.
Squall talks to everybody, period, anyway, because you're always in the air, but it's very
I'll bet.
Oh,
And I love it. Keep going.
this is
Selmathe is like also like up in the air, just like she's not like landing, just like flying around.
well. I
Would
better.
you maybe not be
I
yelling
better
this
go and see
information?
about this then. I better go and see about this at the mercantile then.
Certainly. We're actually going to look into a bit of a missing persons case of another matter, related in the swamp. So when we return, if you're still here,
Well, I hope it goes well for you. Just be careful.
thank you, Captain. Thank you. Smooth sailing to you.
Thank you. You too.
So I fly down to where Lulu, Tilly, and Elazira are, land and kind of sidle up to them. So seeing as the captain pegged Zephram as a middleman for, sorry, his name just left my head.
Prime
Water.
Water.
Since Zephram was a middleman for Prime Water, it makes sense that maybe there were some shady dealings going on, and Zephram was running some goods.
That checks out.
If
Oh, sorry, Tilly, go ahead.
If that's the case, we've got two theories going on here. And I'm wondering, there's evidence for both of them, but I don't see how they both could be right. Unless I don't know. There's a lot in my brain.
We can do the smart thing and have half of us go to Lizard and the other half of us investigate the other thing.
No.
I don't think
Not a
that's
fan.
a good idea.
Okay.
Not in favor.
Good option? No. Let's keep on the path that we've got going on right now. Again, we don't have to engage with the lizard folk just to find out what's happening with potential missing persons, and then we can meet back up with the guards here and see what they've got on Prime Water.
Lulu,
Yeah.
should we maybe go back through, what is it again? Dirt cellar?
I mean, we have to go through there to get to
Rot
the
bunker?
Well,
No, the dirt shows the name of that little section, and
Yeah.
then the rock gut
Should
house
we
is the
see
name of
if
the
Rock
there's-
Gut
town.
House. Okay.
Should we see if there's anyone else missing in the community? Maybe someone that the guards don't know about? Someone not as high
Yeah.
profile as Zephram?
You did seem to know the bartender well at the Rot Gut House.
I do know Gorp. Gorp's a great guy. Doesn't give two shits about where you're from or.
Well, would he have noticed if more people went missing then?
Maybe not. You know.
May have at least heard talk of it.
Safe to check.
Yeah.
We
There's
can
gotta
ask-
be some other
We can ask on the way.
commentaries.
Either way, we should keep
Yeah.
moving.
Yes, let's keep.
We are burning daylight, and lizards are good at night, and we are not.
That's
Speak for
fair.
yourself.
I'm assuming that
I can't see in the dark. Who am I
I
kidding?
can.
I can.
I can.
Not so much. No.
It's okay. Squall, do you like being on the ground?
It's not my favorite thing. No. I'd much rather be in the air.
How do you feel about perching?
It's better than walking on the dirty ground.
Do you want to perch on my shoulders?
My lady, I would be honored.
Awesome. We are very tall now.
So with one talon on each shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
Squall just kind of folds his arms and he's perched up on
my
Lulu's
God.
shoulders now.
We are very intimidating.
Tilly just goes into a giggle fit and just Lulu is there.
I'm gonna reach up with a piece of the rye bread that I took and see if Squall wants it.
This was a very good idea.
All right, so
Mine
you're
is
heading.
better.
So
I need to
now
try
that you're
to draw
walking
this.
in the area in daylight, you can see just how broken down this area is.
Yep.
there's like, it's almost beyond ruin. You don't think that people could possibly live here. You actually hope that people don't live here. There's no glass in any of the windows. There's no signs of life. There aren't any even birds.
There are.
So, well, except for
I am not a bird.
it is not a bird thing.
It's a bird person. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't help it.
The only sign of life that you see are what you saw the night before, with being like the tracks of vermin. And every so often, as you're walking along, you spot like a rat that like shuttles into an opening into one of these old dilapidated houses. But there's like no sign of inhabitation whatsoever. There's like not even there's like broken street lights that are like hanging. The cages are hanging off with wax dripping down that obviously hasn't been lit in ages. And the smells are not exactly all that hospitable either.
No. April, did you have something?
So we're close to where the lizards were taking people, correct?
I thought we were approaching the Rot Gut house at the moment.
Well, that's where you're heading to.
Of course.
I'm just giving you, basically you went the same way, only now you can actually see things.
Okay. Yeah. I was going to try to track them from here, but if we're not there yet.
Yeah.
Lulu, was this once recently inhabited?
What does Lulu know about the dirt cellar?
It was what was left after a particular bad time in the town's history. It was the target of a bombardment by the pirates that are in the area, the Sea Barons. And it was the part of the town that was actually pretty much burned. It wasn't even burned to the ground, though. They tried to rebuild it with what they had. And a lot of people just didn't want to bother with it and moved to like start building a different part of the town.
Yeah.
It's there. You might find occasional squatters passing through that can't afford a place of their own, that they'll like camp in one of these for a night and then leave town the next day.
Yeah, this town is unfortunately seen some rough times with pirates and ne'er-do-wells. Really, it's only good for the Rot Gut house, and if you really don't want to be noticed by anybody, you take up in one of the little shacks and then dip out at first morning light. So it's not ideal, and it's unfortunate because we're also or the town anyway. The one thing that I'll say about having the dwarves coming in and this place turning into a little bit more of a proper settlement is that they might do something about this, but the people are against it.
Well, that is a shame.
Yeah.
Would be nice to see some reconstructive efforts here.
We don't really have the money.
In this part of town?
Not really anymore. Like one or two, but I think it's mostly Gorp and anybody dealing with unsavory types.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Okay. Not a good place to be in anymore.
Yeah, the Rot Gut house is a very low cost, low class kind of place that, the fishermen that have a bad hauling season, they can afford to drink there.
Yeah. Anyway, but we can look into that sort of situation later. Right now,
Certainly.
we got the check with Gorp about if anybody else has been snatched up in the middle of the night or if anybody's gone missing, and then retrace our lizard friend's steps.
Absolutely.
If it's this bad, though, people might not even have noticed if anyone's been going missing.
Gorp would have noticed.
Try. We can at least try.
Okay, so you're coming up on the Rot Gut House, and you see over on the side of the building, you see 2 goblins. One is standing on the other's shoulders, hammering up some cross beams across the broken window.
Hey,
And the top one drops the hammer on the other one's head, and they start fighting.
Oh,
I love
I'll
goblins.
go grab the hammer and pick it up and see if I can hand it back to him. Hello, you dropped this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stupid. Hit me in the head with a hammer. Shut up. It's not my fault.
I love them. All right, shall we go inside?
Ask them if they've seen anybody missing.
Yeah, do they? Hey, guys, do you work with
Lulu.
Gorp? Yeah. Okay. Thank God. Who are these goblins? Tell me
Okay.
their names so I can love them forever.
I'm sorry, I couldn't walk away from the 2 goblins without us talking to them more.
No, of course not. No.
One's named Onk, O-N-K, and the other is Urk, E-R-K.
I love them.
Erkin on.
And they look identical.
Good.
Of course.
Hey guys. Good work with the crossbeam. Love to see you working together.
Our boss said to fix.
Yeah, he would have. Got to keep this shamble standing up somehow. Hey, we're gonna go talk to Gorp for a second, but let me ask y'all something. Have you noticed if any of the people that come in don't come in the next night, or people that normally come in pretty often just stop showing up to the Rock Gut House? Have you heard any things about people getting spirited away by ghosts and spooks?
Well, spooks?
Yeah,
What, like at that haunted house?
yeah, but
Shut
out
up
here,
about the haunted house. What? I didn't say anything about the haunted house. There is no haunted house.
no, it's definitely haunted. We have to go check that out later.
I'm gonna pull a piece of bacon out of my pocket. Well, 2 pieces and hand one to Tilly as we watch this.
Oh, I forgot. Thanks.
I'll protect you guys
Just
from
mention.
the terrifying spooks of the haunted house. Don't worry.
There's no haunted house, really. Shut up.
Great.
We've got to go back inside. Tell the boss. Bye.
Love it.
Did you say haunted house?
There is no haunted. Shut up.
All right. Well,
I lean over to Alzira. There's definitely a haunted house.
Oh, for sure.
well,
That was
entertaining.
super not suspicious at all.
Shall we go talk to Gorp?
Yes, we should go talk to Gorp.
Should we go? Maybe we should go investigate this not so haunted house.
Didn't
It's on our
do that.
list.
We'll
Okay.
get there.
Didn't Zephram's dad think that there were goblins in the haunted house?
He thought that Zephyr
Oh.
might have gotten spirited away by goblins and spooks up to the
Wait.
haunted house. Also, his
Did these
dad.
goblins take the dad?
I doubt it. I don't think so. It's possible, but
They're really against us going to the haunted house.
we can.
There might be
we'll
other
get there.
things.
I
Okay.
think the lizard folk are still a little
Okay.
more
Yeah.
concerning.
We're already here, so we should definitely deal
Yes.
with that
Yeah.
now. But it's on our list. It's like if we have an inventory list, it's like ching, this item got added.
Yeah, I have an inventory list. It's in my head.
Just
love
don't
it.
trust these shifty goblins.
Item
fair.
added to journal.
Maybe you should talk to the bartender, Lulu.
Yes,
Yeah.
doing that right now. Lulu steps
Can I have
inside.
some more bacon?
to
Squall
the-
jumps off of her shoulders because she needs to slow down when walking through the door. Just
Oh no, I definitely would have ducked. I didn't forget you were there.
all right.
Samathe is,
We
like, right
work in
behind.
tandem. We are one giant person now. I am the knight.
The stack goblins thought they were doing so
in.
good, and then they see the stacked Genasi Aarakocra, and they're like, ah!
Oh,
Oh
my
man,
god!
I want to get you guys a really big trench coat now.
But
I
they're
bet
not
Lug
kobolds.
has one we could borrow.
But they're not kobolds.
That's fine. It's even more terrifying when
I feel like this
water
bird
Genasi
head
bursts
and
out of a
this
trench coat.
paladin body is going to be a little bit more terrifying for people. But
Anywho,
Anyway.
Terrifying or
in we
beautiful?
go. We're in.
Anyway, we're
bar.
in it, going to Gorp. Is he at the bar?
He's actually sitting at one of the tables with his feet up
That checks out.
because it's early in the day. It's early morning, so there's not much really going on. Nobody's in here yet.
Ludani, if you have need, I can either scare the shit out of him or charm the hell out of him. Just let me know if you need it.
Ooh.
I
That's not
think
useful
he'll be
to
fine.
think.
But if we really need to do anything like that, I probably want to be more charming. I really don't want to try intimidate Gorp.
All right.
I've seen him throw people out. I don't want to
Alright.
be one of those
Alright.
people.
Just so you know.
Appreciate it though. So yeah, Ludani walks up with Squall on her shoulders, and she's just like, "Hey, Gorp."
Oh, hey, what the hell is that on you?
My friend. Look, so just wanted to know if you had heard anything about people possibly getting stolen in the night after being
What?
out and drunken or
What?
not. Yeah, people being stolen.
What
missing
food?
patrons, you see.
Anybody, people that come into the town and maybe shack up but don't leave the next morning.
I never heard nothing like that. Didn't see nothing like that neither.
All right.
You know
All right.
what was Erkin Unk on about? Talking about something like with some stupid haunted house or something. They come
Yeah.
in, they were fixing a window.
Yeah, and then they dropped a hammer on the other ones. Ankh dropped a hammer on Urk's head. Yeah, no, I alluded to ghosts and spooks, and they immediately jumped to no haunted houses. So that wasn't suspicious at all.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Out of curiosity, did you happen to see a dwarf fly out a window last night?
We did, and he surprisingly
I
enough.
know you, and he's pointing to Squall. You yelled from the outside in the window.
Oh, yes, we found your dwarf friend. He was being absconded by a few lizard folk.
By what?
Yeah,
Lizard folk?
the lizard folk from the swamp snatched him up.
Reptilian
dragged him away.
individuals, some prefer.
I ain't heard no lizard folk, not for like 10 years or so.
Well, we not only saw them, we fought them, and watched one of them go into a hidey hole in the swamp.
Yeah. Well, the swamp's far enough away, but what are they coming around here for?
Drunk patrons, I don't know.
You say he
but-
was dragging a dwarf away?
Yeah,
Until we stopped them. The dwarf now is at the Fellfire house.
Huh. Logan Hildy, huh?
yeah.
The very same.
Do I believe that he believes what he's saying? That he doesn't know anything?
Oh yeah, I definitely wanted to roll an insight check
Oh yeah,
when he started doing that.
can we also all insight?
Go ahead.
Insight.
Oh, the new dice are weird.
They are very weird, but I love it.
man,
'Cause you-
natural one.
Oh,
First roll of the night.
that's a good start. That's always a great start.
I only got a 10.
23.
My Han Solo dice failed me.
I'm good at inciting things.
Shima
I got a
me.
really high wisdom, guys.
You see all his
Okay.
secrets.
My wisdom
I
is
rolled a-
second to my dexterity.
I rolled a 15.
Yeah, 17 on Squall.
As far as all of you can tell, he doesn't really know that much about what's going on. This is the first he's heard of any kind of like lizard men in the area. And Lulu, you know that there's not too much that goes on in the area, even though it's not that populated, that he doesn't know about.
Yeah.
So he's very surprised to hear. You can tell that he's honestly surprised to hear about the lizard men.
Okay.
And with that 23, you noticed that there was no like either malice or surprise in when he mentioned Luganhilde. So just that he apparently knows them.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well,
Checks out.
we're about to go out and investigate that because that's real fishy. The lizard folk.
Yeah. You don't think that they got Zephram, do you?
Maybe.
That's the fear.
That is the fear.
This was the last place he was seen, and somebody else got dragged off from here last night.
I don't know too much about lizard folk, but I know it was like early, just before dawn when Zephram walked away. But well, that was late last night though, in the middle of the night when we threw the dwarf. The dwarf tried to shoot me on his tab.
Rude.
So
That would explain the window flight.
yes, he got shown the quick exit before I got angry.
Fair enough. I'm
You
not
throw
blaming
people
you
through
for that
windows
at all.
before you get angry.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
very cathartic. You should try it sometime. Well, regardless, someone tried to get snatched up in the middle of the night by lizard folk, and that's at least our first lead into what's going on with these missing people. So we're gonna go check that out, and hopefully maybe figure it out. Just if you can keep an eye on anything going on that just seems out of the ordinary. I know there's not a lot going on, but something weird's happening in town. I don't want you guys getting hurt just because some people feel righteous.
Well, come to think of it, yesterday there was, during that noise down at the docks and everything,
Yeah.
there was somebody looking around. A couple of hoity-toity types looking around some of the buildings down the street.
Do you remember what they look like? What were they dressed as? Any weird symbols on their clothing?
No, they were just dressed a lot nicer than the type that you would expect to come through here.
Mm-hmm.
So they look kind of like high money, like council people, like townies.
Of course.
Lulu will give a description of Prime Water. Like, did one of them look like this guy?
Come to think of it, that does sound a little bit like one of them. At least that's what some of the blokes said that came in yesterday. I caught just a passing glance as they were walking by. I had to go out. I had to go out. There's one particular place over there. I tend to throw any rats that I found. I just go over in that building and get rid of them.
Were all the people that you saw human, or?
Oh no, there was people. There were humies.
Humies. Sorry. They were meat sacks.
They were meat popsicles.
Meat popsicles.
Well,
Thank you. Oh my god.
Wait, so does that make Ludani just a straight up popsicle?
Oh.
Because she's just
I'm happy
water.
about it.
I'm
She's
just
water
saying.
taking shape.
Yeah, no, I love it. Absolutely. She's just a popsicle.
Lulu Pop.
Lulu pop.
Lulu Pop.
Oh, you would be like one of the sea salt popsicles.
Yes, from like Kingdom
Hearts.
Hearts.
Quite salty.
I love
You're
it.
my-
Very
Those things are
like-
delicious.
Anyway,
Sorry. Yes.
I regret.
I like
Okay.
that.
I'm
That's
like
great.
sitting here trying to write down this note, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, go
Lulu
on.
Pop.
Keep talking.
So we
Um,
keep walking.
Gorb, if you notice anything weird, just keep that in mind, and we'll come back and check in with you probably
Oh,
later.
if you happen to hear about or see those people come by again, the fancy ones, could you send word over to Lug and Hildy?
Oh, okay, I guess. Seems a little weird, but yeah, all right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I guess. I kind of owe Hildy and Lug a little bit.
Well, thank you.
All right, Gorb, we'll catch you later, and
All right,
Lulu
tell
will-
Bodnik he still owes me free gold.
I will tell him. You know what, Gorb, and Ludani will go into her pouch, pull out the coin, slap it on the table. I got you. Because then he owes me now.
All right, that's good enough. All right, you don't have to tell Bodnik he owes me then.
No.
He might owe you a new
just
window.
He just owes Lulu now.
I love having someone owe me things. Anyway,
It's fun.
Gorp, you stay safe. We'll check in with you probably later tonight, and Lulu will duck Squall out of the rock gut house and look to everybody else and be like, "All right, let's into the swamp we go."
I'll tell you one thing. Bardic may owe you, but he's not in the same clan as I am, but they won't take kindly to being represented that way. He'll get written up for that if they find out.
Well, I don't have.
Interesting.
I mean, do you want him to get written up? I personally don't give two rats' ass about the guy that we saved last night, except that he didn't get taken off by lizard folk. But no, I just want him to pay me back.
It's kind of a matter of pride for us, if that makes sense.
Tilly, would you like to pay me the gold that he owes, and then you can have his debt?
Well, a lot scarier than I am, to be honest.
Oh no, you're pretty scary when you try hard enough. I've seen your murder board.
I didn't think anyone would notice that.
It's hard not to notice anything that you do, Tilly.
It was hard to miss, dear.
Stop. Okay, I'm trying so hard. I'm trying to say so hard to keep it subtle and kind of straight. Not her straight. Obviously, she's not straight at all.
April
she's
and I
not
are
straight.
starting a fic on AO3. It's fine.
Yeah, I approve of this ship. I love this ship. Let's launch this ship.
Hold
Subtle?
on to it for now.
Alexandra, help me build the ship.
I'm gonna put another piece of my bacon in my mouth. I'm like,
Tilly is wildly oblivious. Wildly.
as it should. That's cute.
Good.
Absolutely
After
wildly
doing
oblivious.
this, I would like to be outside looking for any new, fresh lizard people.
Oh,
tracks.
I imagine we are all outside
Yeah.
and making our way into the swamp.
Yeah,
But yes,
But
do
I
your thing.
I wanna.
Yes, do your thing.
Do your thing.
All right, round we go.
I mean, there's survival. I was hoping that we could roll that or something.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I will help you with survival. I have +3.
I have
have
plus
+3.
5.
Yes, you're ready for survival.
There you go.
All right.
With our
Wild.
help.
Okay. All right. Hot dice. Let's go.
Oh,
All right. So I rolled 18 for myself. What's everyone else's mods that I'm adding?
+6 altogether.
Plus 6. So that's total of 24.
Okay.
That's great. Excuse me.
You find the drag marks from last night very easily. You don't see anything fresh though. There's nothing. There's nothing new. There's nothing that's been like re-stepped in. There's no real difference. You see your own footprints following.
So there hasn't been any new developments. The lizard folk haven't tried to come back since last night.
That's
No,
good.
that's probably a good thing.
That means they're most likely still there, so we can
Yes.
talk to them, I suppose,
Or at least find the main entrance.
yes, that would probably be ideal.
So I'm going to lead everybody stealthily the way I got to the hole.
Okay,
In the
well, first
air.
you're going to be going through the woods. I take it you're going to go through the same way that you went through
Yeah, they'll
last
actually
night
notice
through the broken brush, because that'll make it a little bit easier for you to travel through.
if you watch Alizira, she's actually looking for her own footprints and stepping back in them.
I love it. Squall, do you want to take to the sky?
I'll rejoin you later, dear.
Hey.
And he's up in the air.
Lion.
Look, he can go faster than we can do in the.
Oh no, that's
in the
100% true.
thicket.
And the
Out
less
of
footprints, the better.
curiosity, out of curiosity, Squall, what is your flying speed?
I just navigated away from my character sheet, and I will tell you that it's higher than 30, lower than
Okay.
100.
Okay,
60?
mine
Well,
is
that's a lot of numbers in between there, friend. So
mine
do we
is
get to
30,
make it
so
up?
I think you're probably faster than I am.
I am indeed. Let me pull that back up. Watch, it'll be 30.
I'm
And
going to
I'm
say it's
And I'm just high on
60.
myself. No, mine's
45.
50. My
50.
flying speed is
damn
50.
it.
So you are faster than me.
I am fast flyer.
I would hope so. I would hope a winged person.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. The creature specifically evolved to fly versus the let's just slap some wings on this.
Yeah, no, because I'm thinking about my Azamar who sometimes get wings, and that's 30 feet. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, I
Welcome
have
to
a
the
flying
forest.
speed of 50.
In my own footsteps, so I make less footsteps and being stealthy about it.
Okay,
Looking
so
for any signs of them.
you come up to the spot where you faced them.
Mm-hmm.
You find the broken javelin.
Are the bodies still there?
Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
Cool,
they
cool,
are
cool,
still there. So you hear the flies buzzing and everything as you get closer, and the smell of like rancid meat, and you see the broken javelin, you see the spiked shield which you left behind, and the big club that you left behind too, that belonged to the warrior. And
Suppose these items would come in handy in trading. Should we meet up
we
on
should take-
more or less peaceful terms with the lizard folk?
We should always take stuff.
That's
I'll throw the shield on my back and the club in my
There's
backpack.
that. But then there's also the possibility of us running into them and them not knowing who we are, and then seeing those things and realizing, oh, you killed our people.
That is fair.
I take the shield off my back, take the club out of my backpack.
well, we still have the little dragon symbol thing, right?
Of course,
We do.
pinned it.
Then let's just hold on to that, and if we do need a bargaining chip or goodness, some way to show that we're stronger than them. God, I hope not.
We all have stuff in our pockets.
We do have ball bearings in our pockets.
I have
every
lots of stuff in my pockets. I have so much stuff in my pockets.
I hand
I
Chili
just
another piece
have
of bacon.
magic.
Thanks.
And yes, now again, still stealthing in my own footsteps back to where I followed the guy last night.
Yep.
okay, you find your way back first off to the little hidey hole
Mm-hmm.
that the three of you had seen last night. And now that the rest of all of you are there, you can see this is something that like only like a smallish creature can fit through, or a creature that can like get very compact and like slither.
Mm-hmm.
So too small for me, the smallest member of this current party.
Yeah.
Well, also
Because it's a very, because the lizard men were very slight. They weren't bulky. These were smaller. They were smaller than the warrior.
Yeah.
Of course.
And they didn't have anything on them, and he just squeezed right in the way that you saw him go into the hole.
Okay.
Because you two actually, the two flyers actually saw him just jump right in the hole.
I thought I saw him as well.
They had gotten there before you because you were walking, and they were flying.
Okay.
They had seen it, and then you came up, and they showed you where the hole was.
For some reason, I thought I got at the same time because I was on tracking him. But okay. So that's the hole. We should not go in the hole because none of us can follow anyone in the hole. So we should look around. I'm gonna start going the way I went last night.
Okay.
The way I detected, I saw him going this way, and I'll like kind of motion. That's where you guys found me, where I lost this trail on the inside. So we could either go back that way, we can go around the other way, but there's got to be like an opening.
Now, I wonder if there are any more tracks.
Because as I said, the hole was in the side of a hill, so you have come up on like a little line of hills, like a little hillock.
Perception check to see if Selmathe and I can see anything from the air.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, one check or each of us.
You can each check.
Okay.
We also check on this. Never mind.
You say first, dear.
Nat 20.
Oh, very nice.
You got this.
Shout out to Beholder's Gaze. Hot damn.
Okay. So, you can see from where you are that there's the swamp is just on like the other side of this like little line of hills. You can see the bubbling muddy water and everything. You hear an occasional splash. You see what looks like the mouth of a little stream going from the top, at least. It looks like it's going into another side of the hill, about 150 to 200 feet away.
That inlet must have some kind of underground cavern it flows from.
Yes. Shall we check there first and continue searching?
Snap. Do you tell this to the rest of the party?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually just like fly down so I'm not shouting all over the place. So there's a stream that's flowing. It looks like it's flowing from or out of a hill.
It looks like it's flowing into it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Where does it start though? Like on the hill or somewhere else?
From the swamp?
No, it's coming from the north. It's coming down from down a mountain.
All right.
So the stream cuts through the hill.
Right.
Okay. Sorry.
From the angle that Selmathe was at, it looked like it was like she couldn't see an opening. She could just see the top. And if you flew over further to where the stream was, you could see that there is a small cave.
Okay.
Where the stream enters.
I probably did a quick fly over and just make sure I wasn't seeing something that wasn't there, and so fly back down. And there's a stream that leads into a small cave that might be a place to start at least.
Okay. Now, Squall, what did you roll for your perception roll?
Mine was a 24.
Okay.
So that's higher than mine, actually, because I only have a +3 on perception.
Yes,
but you got 18 plus 6.
But you got the nat 20.
You did get the nat.
All right. Well, I would say that you were probably both flying a little bit wider of each other, so that you were trying to get a little bit more of a wider scope. You saw the what looked like bubbles coming out from the side of the hill into the swamp. So when Salmathe tells you about the stream, you think, well, this might be like where...
I believe I found the outlet to said stream. There's a bubbling portion of a swamp just a bit south of that, on the other side of the hills.
And the hill itself is only about anywhere from 100 to 150 feet across. It's not quite like a flat top. It's like a little ridge almost.
It would appear that we've found 2 entrances to some caverns.
The one that's on the swamp side though is definitely under the water though. There was no opening that you could see.
Well, for you.
Lulu would be well suited to entrance in an underground or underwater cave.
I would be happy to scout and see what's the haps, but I also think that if we wanted to keep everybody together, going to that cave entrance might be our better bet.
Very fair, very fair.
But I am interested in I'm very interested in what is on the other side of that stream, but...
Would you like to just poke your metaphorical head through and see if there's something interesting there that we should be on the lookout for, perhaps?
That might be a good idea because we don't want to go in the front door.
Well, even if there is, we wouldn't be able, the rest of us wouldn't be able to follow that way anyways. I'm simply suggesting it as a curiosity, I suppose.
Of course.
I definitely want to sate that curiosity. So yeah, Lulu will follow where Squall and Salmathe found the inlet with the stream, and I can wear my armor and still swim without losing my swim speed. So yeah, you just watch her just like step into the water and dive right under.
Okay. All right. So you're going to.
I'm gonna take this off though. I do go ahead and take. I do have my hand axe out while I'm swimming. So I have my armor and my hand axe swimming in the stream.
Okay. It's very cloudy down here.
Yeah.
You can't see 10 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
And
Can
every
shape
so
water
often
help her with that?
Not really. Actually, she probably like pops her head up and she's like, "Hey, throw me one of those shiny ball bearings."
Tilly reaches in her pocket and, "Do you want it to light up?"
Yes, please.
Then tosses it.
I'll toss another normal ball bearing to Squall, just so he doesn't try to intercept them.
You better keep track of these ball bearings.
I have 1,000 of them. I am
Yes.
a rogue.
Yes.
I love it. This is very
I
good.
am also, though, because I will laugh I want to know how many ball bearings we go through in this.
I have 998.
I'm
how many of
I'm
them
keeping
Squall ends
track.
up with?
Yeah, no.
Squall-
So
Squall
far,
has
all of
one
these
of
mine is
mine
to
right
give them to
now.
Squall, so.
I have 1 from Tilly and 2 from Alizira so far, so I am up to 3.
No, you have a pearl from Hildy.
I do 4.
So many shinies.
So many.
So Lulu goes back down with the ball bearing that has the light cantrip cast on it. I think it's 30 feet regular light, and then another.
It's different with mine. It is a 5-foot radius of light.
5-foot radius of light. Okay.
Yeah. Right. It's not a full blown light spell. It's just something
It's
to
just
help.
a tiny little light.
No. Yeah. Thank you for clarifying. But,
So now
yeah,
you can see about 15 feet out.
cool. I figured it's still like murky, brackish water. But now that there is a light source, because again, Lulu can't see in the dark. And anyway, yeah. So she holds out the ball bearing and she swims
Okay, now are you swimming proper, or are you like your feet on the floor of the mud floor?
Actually, you know what? I think she would I think she would let herself sink down with as heavy as the armor is. She goes to the bottom.
Okay, so all right, so you're going full Pirates of the Caribbean for a walk.
She can absolutely go full Pirates of the Caribbean. Walk on the bottom of this lake.
This song is going through my head right now.
Okay, so you're taking a walk on the bottom of the swamp.
Taking a stroll. Knocking up some filaments.
Your foot hits something hard.
Great. She looks down at it. She goes down and she is this a rock? Is it a?
It's something
skull?
metal.
It's something little.
Metal.
She wants to pry it up.
Give me a strength check, please.
Might I ask to do athletics?
Okay.
Excellent. I just get my modifier added to it. That's all. 15.
15. Okay. You yank, and finally it comes free, and you float up a little bit, and it looks like half a shield.
Oh. Cool.
It's half a wooden shield. And you notice that it's half because of what looks like a huge bite has been taken out of the shield.
Rad. Awesome. Ludani was like, she swims up to the surface and she's like, look what I found.
Is that a bite mark?
She's gonna run up and just like run her hands over the marks where the teeth and stuff were.
It's okay. We just had a little bit of switcheroos.
Sorry, my computer just tried to restart on me.
Oh boy.
I stopped it, but not before it took my video.
No, it's okay. We can fix it.
I can't see the overlay right now, so I don't know how we're arranged.
Just a little. It's a little.
It's a little.
Surprise! Surprise!
Everyone change character sheets. Let's go.
All right, I'm playing Selma Thay.
I'm currently Alazira.
I am Squall.
Really?
No, I'm Squall. You're playing Lulu.
I can do that.
Well, I guess I'm still the dungeon master then.
You are. You're
still
place.
good.
Bragging, you can be Tilly if you want to.
Your family.
Very good. But now we're worried about that. Seems like quite the sizable creature.
Oh yeah, that might be a crocodile. Anyway, and Lulu goes back under.
Are you all right?
I'm still standing here holding this half of a shield, just like.
Oh yeah, well, Lulu probably was out like a pretty ways away, so she probably had like frisbee that to you guys, and then
Captain America.
Yeah,
you're about 20, 30 feet out.
She Captain America did, and then shape of the water just kind of like pushed it up onto the shore, and then was like, all right, I'll be back, and then went back down.
Is anyone else a little concerned that there's apparently something that big around?
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and just aim it towards the water. Ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna I know. Both of my gauntlets up, aimed at it. I will not tell you what they are configured for.
Oh boy.
But it's the thing they haven't seen yet.
Selma Thay's necklace starts glowing.
Lulu just comes up with a crocodile, and the crocodile's mouth like, yeah, it's crocodile. Found it.
Okay, now what do you actually find down there?
Okay, yeah.
So you're walking along for about another 10 feet or so, and you do find what looks like a roughly a 20-foot opening, and there is definitely an outflow of water, and it's kind of strong. But the fact that you're a genasi, you're able to pretty much go with the flow, so to speak.
I do. Well, I'm actually going against the flow, but that's just Lulu's brand. Yeah, she goes in.
So it's not exactly something that you can easily get into. There's no you at least for anybody else.
Yes, no, yeah. Lulu's the only one who could go through this stream, going the opposite direction underwater.
Right. Are you going to go into the opening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There is no surface.
Okay.
So in other words, there's just the flow. This particular opening is completely submerged for as far down as you can tell. At least another 15 feet, it's completely submerged.
Okay. All right. Lulu will take note of that and come back up. She pops her head above water. She's like, still haven't found anything with a big mouth, but I found the inlet. That goes on for a while, like a long while. Probably check that out later when we're not pressed for time. So let me come on back, and she swims back to everybody else.
Right.
Okay. Are you going to go and check out the other entrance now?
Yeah, go to the cave
Yeah,
one where we can all
let's-
go inside.
Yes, let's continue on and
Stealthily.
see what's.
Does
I would like
anyone
to
have
stealthily look at it.
good a good nature modifier that we could check on the shield and maybe identify these bite marks?
I got a +3.
I have
I've
a
got
+4.
Okay,
I got-
so
Oh, that's what I forgot. That's what I was going to say earlier when I was like looking at the teeth marks. I just forgot to say anything.
what a mood. An absolute mood.
Well, that's when Squall goes, could anyone identify the bite marks here? Has anyone
Really
seen
good.
something like this?
Oh, have I seen something like this? Or heard stories about something like this?
From what you can tell, give me a roll.
Roll nature.
21.
From what you understand, the few things that you've heard about swamps, because you've heard tales about like rather large gators, and this looks like a particularly large gator bit this shield, although it seems to be a bit larger than you heard.
Ooh, it's a rougarou. Sorry, y'all. I grew up in Louisiana.
It's
Gotta watch for
fine.
them Rougarou.
I don't know. It looks like a gator bite, but it's kind of, I mean, I've never seen one before, but it seems kind of big for that, to be honest. These
Best be on the
teeth are
lookout then.
Huge.
Yeah, let's be careful then as we continue along. The cave was this way.
Lulu, it might not be a good idea to go into the water by yourself again.
I won't.
Long pause.
Just until we know, I mean,
No,
something
you're
this
right.
size could probably swallow something our size whole, to be honest.
Yeah.
These teeth are massive. Did I mention that?
You pointed that out before.
Large teeth.
I mean,
Noted.
have you ever been out in the open sea before, Tilly?
Mm-mm. I've never been on a boat. I've spent most of my life underground.
You'll
Well,
find quite a few large creatures out there.
We're also
yep.
going to have to change that.
There are some large creatures underground.
Yeah, there's always going to be something bigger than you that has the bigger mouth that wants to swallow you up. But that's why
Still, I wouldn't want to get caught by myself with that thing around.
That's true. Thank you for your concern about my livelihood. Here's your ball bearing back.
Oh, thanks. She goes, and it just blinks out.
Cool.
And
And then
she puts it back in.
Ludani like grabs her hair and like squeezes it out and then throws it back over her shoulder. It's still wet.
It's moist.
It's all moist.
Okay.
Changed nothing.
All right. So you're going to go to the mouth of the cave.
Yes.
Yes.
Stealthily, some of you said. I heard.
Stealthily.
Flying.
Flying.
I would like to be stealthy about this.
All right.
Do you want me to go ahead with my shield out? I'm a lot harder to hit, but I'm not very quiet.
I think maybe I should go first, just so in case, like, we want to surprise them.
Then I'll bring up the rear. I will give you guys space. I don't want to be the reason that y'all get jumped.
Yeah, I'm also going to switch my crossbow out. No, I'm keeping my crossbow out.
Okay.
Selma, they kind of like circles over where she saw it to kind of get everybody else there.
I'm swapping up my gauntlets again so that one is configured for the crossbow, the other is configured for the sling.
Okay.
Love it.
All right. So you make your way quietly into the mouth of the cave. You can get in there on either side. You can either all go on one side of the stream. The stream pretty much goes like right into the center of this cave opening.
I would choose the darker, like the more shaded path.
Okay. So you get in about 10, 20 feet, and everybody make a perception check.
Do we want to all be on the same side or do we want to split?
The stream is only about 10, 12 feet across.
Bill in the air.
19 perception.
It's basically it's almost like a natural sewer, to give you an idea of the width.
Okay.
16.
19.
Okay.
19 here as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
11.
As you're going in, you notice that your feet are seem to be a little sticking to the floor of the cave.
And as we're going in, slowly and stealthily, I will be looking for traps.
I drop down and I get like some of the sticky stuff and I smell it.
Well, you can see that it looks very fibrous. It looks like webbing.
Oh, hell no.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
I think literally Lulu just sees that and is like, oh, hell no.
Who has fireball?
Okay.
Well, we know that Selmathe has Eldritch Blast at least.
So
Look, we're going stealthy.
fire.
We could sneak up on them still.
I want to say before the break,
okay.
the second that registered in my head, one of my gauntlets changed configuration. The one with the crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah, and we were stealthing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but like I said, it's webbing, and that's where we're taking our break. So we
Okay.
will be back in about 15, 20 minutes or so. I'm sure our upstage oracle, Babs the Bat, will be pointing that out in our chat. Thanks very much for coming by and visiting us. We'll be back very shortly. We're back. Welcome back to D&D Surprise Party. Where we last left off, our intrepid band found their way into what seems to be the entrance into the lair of the lizard people that they had encountered the night before. And as they were walking along, they found that their feet were kind of sticking to the cavern floor. And upon closer inspection, it turns out that they're walking in webbing.
Sorry, I'm not home right now.
So
And
when
the
I
spider
dropped down
webs,
to
leave
my
a message
knees
and I'll call you
and
back.
was checking the stickiness, like as soon as the idea that feels like webbing like registers before I even say anything, the left gauntlet is gonna switch configurations to do the magical spewing things that we talked about.
Okay. And all right. So, and you're finding it a little bit hard to walk along here. In fact, this is considered difficult terrain, so your movement on the ground is halved.
Before I shoot back up, I'm gonna stop and go, guys, wait a second. The floor is sticky, and I think it's webbing.
How?
And if it's spiders, they feel movement through their webs.
Yes. How deep is the water between us? If I look over in like the middle bit, is it super deep?
It doesn't seem to be. It's moving at a fair clip.
But
How
like,
low
is
is
it the depth of it is maybe like what, 3 feet, 2 feet, not even?
What are you gonna do to find out?
I'm gonna step in it. There's webbing on the ground. The webbing won't be in the water. They'll detect the webbing on the ground. I'm stepping in the water. I take a step to the left.
Make a deck save, please.
Oh God.
I rolled a 14, so that's a dirty 20.
Okay. You put your foot in. You figure your foot can go down about 3.5 feet, maybe. And you're not feeling bottom.
Is there a bank, like a bank to the water?
It's almost like this is carved. It's carved out. It's
So
like,
it's directly webbed into the water. There's no space between the water and the webbing.
not really. No.
I'm gonna look up.
The water is coming through. That's because of the movement. It would probably have been sweeping any web away from it. But the web goes like pretty much to the end. You can see that's a little frayed on either side of the stream.
I'm gonna look up.
The
and
stream is at
around.
least 4, maybe 5 feet deep. At least that, because as I said, your foot
get in
didn't
it.
touch
I'm
bottom at
6 foot
3.5
tall.
foot down.
I step in it fully. I'm 6 foot tall. If I can stick my head out, we'll know how tall it is.
Okay,
Oh, God.
give me a strength check.
Oh no. 7. Okay, guys, I really thought my dexterity check was the check I needed because I already was stepping in the water. I did not know there was gonna be a second check. Okay.
Lulu needs to do some lifeguarding.
Yeah, Lulu just jumps in the water and acts like a barrier to catch
You're
Alazira.
okay. You're okay. You started losing a little bit of your footing because you weren't quite sure, and it comes out about here on you. So it's about 4.5, 5 foot deep.
Cool. I'm not leaving this water.
All right, I'm gonna look up and around. Do I see other webbing on the ceiling? Like, is it kind of like everywhere or just on the floor?
It's on the floor. It's on the walls, and every so often you do see bits hanging down and blowing in the breeze from the ceiling.
How tall is this cavern that we're in? Can I just fly in the middle? Can I float without hitting walls or ceiling? Can I just flutter?
Not really. It's maybe about 20 feet tall, not even.
Can I stand on Alazira's shoulder?
if it's a 20-foot tall cavern, he can't be in the middle of it where he's not touching anything?
I think it might be more dangerous to touch what's on the ceiling than what's on the ground.
Well, yeah, that's why he can float in the middle.
Well, and also,
he doesn't hover. He's not a hummingbird.
I'm not a hummingbird. Yeah. I would be fluttering up and down, so I would be bonking my head against the ceiling.
You can land on me. It's fine.
Miss Tree, may I perch?
Perching
he can perch in the tree.
Do not perch. Do not perch without consent.
Oh, and behold, a bird on the tree.
Oh gosh.
We've been 4 episodes in. We're finally having a perch in the tree joke.
Okay.
So I'm on her
is
shoulders.
just gonna still crouch down and being as still as possible. Guys, if we're gonna keep going in here, maybe I should go get in the front because I have fire if we need it, and a lot of it.
Ah, yes, fire is good.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Perhaps go ahead and, if you have a bit of it, could we just light this webbing?
Yeah,
well,
maybe we get out of it first.
We want ourselves that way because light and movement. Spiders are a lot, guys.
Very fair, very fair.
And if there's this much webbing, this is either a lot of spiders or a really big one.
All right, so Squall also goes ahead and draws the javelin off of his back. So now I'm wielding.
Okay.
I think what people might want to do, if we want to, do we all want to just get in the water and Tilly can set off a lot of her fire to distract the spiders with the fire, and then we make a run for it?
Can we run past them in the water? I feel like we can avoid detection.
Oh, no. Like
Have I
set them on fire, and then when the pathway is clear because of the fire, and while they're distracted by the fire, we could run.
I'm still, while this conversation is going on, I'm still keeping my eyes trained on all the dark, shadowy places.
I'm also doing
furthest in front of us. Have I seen any kind of movement at all?
Give me perception checks, please. Now, you both have dark vision, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a 14.
10.
Okay. You don't really notice anything moving. At least not yet. You're just about 20, 25 feet in now.
Okay.
Hey, Tilly?
Yeah?
Could you light an arrow on fire and we can shoot it into the cavern? Just the water direction and see how far this goes?
Goodness.
And maybe they'll follow the arrow?
My only real ignition source is a fireball. I could shoot a fireball off into the darkness.
Well, that
I can't do.
I have a tinderbox.
If I shoot a fireball at an arrow, I'm going to break it.
Well, yeah, I could just set an arrow on fire. I have a tinderbox too.
Or
I was just thinking that it would
light ball
I
bearings.
can hold on a second. Yeah, she pulls out a ball bearing, and I do the and
throw a ball bearing at the bird.
Hold on to
I thought one up in the air so you can
I'm
catch
gonna
it.
take my sling and just shoot it off into the darkness.
Yes, I love it. Yes.
Okay. And you see it go down about 60 or so feet. And it's you can see that it's just outside of the range of your dark vision, but you can see a little bit of the light down there.
Do we see anything moving in that light as the ball bearing is going down the hall? Or hear anything scuttering?
Give me another
Yeah, I'm
perception
gonna
check.
watch it for a second and see if it attracts anything.
Like a flare.
Watching that thing.
Yeah. Still crouched down. I haven't moved.
Everybody. If everybody's focusing on it, everybody can make a perception check.
Whee!
22 for April.
Wow. Really?
Ooh, I saw
You're
that.
watching us in the water to make sure we don't float away, okay?
I'm focused on everything else but that ball bearing. And specifically how Tilly looked while shooting it off.
Oh, you are mesmerized by Tilly's beauty and just like
Race.
I just you shoot the sling good.
That's 13. I'm not adding anything to this.
that's a 14 for Squall. 14.
8.
Okay.
22.
All
With
right.
the-
We got
with-
one.
I
here.
was watching the ball bear. I don't know what the hell other people were doing.
Okay, with the
Distracted by
22,
gross.
you hear little you do hear some skittering about 15, 20 feet further down.
Okay.
Everyone, they're real close. They're like 15, 20 feet that way. If you shot a fireball towards right there, and I'm going to point towards the sound, you might hit them. The sound came from right there, 15 feet
So
away.
we've resigned ourselves to fighting. We've given up sneaking past.
Or we
I
can just
can't
We
leave.
could
Sneak.
sneak. No, she can't.
I could try
Wait,
walking in the
you might
water
could
forward.
Through the water. Ludani, you
could-
could sneak through the water.
I could sneak through the water. What about the rest of you, though?
Well, I'm in the water. I can just sneak and walk in the water too.
Ow.
I'm on her back.
We'll just have to take our chances.
Can at least try to be sneaky, and if all else fails, we blast them.
Okay. Since
Okay, yeah.
I know
If-
which direction it came from, let me
Can I
leave.
throw my notebook?
So if something does happen and we have to make a quick exit, it takes me, I have to do 2 things to set it on fire. I can douse them and then I can burn them, but you're gonna want to get behind me.
Okay.
I have oil in my backpack. I could throw oil on them and then you can burn
Anything helps. Anything helps.
them. Cool,
Right.
cool.
So you lead the way
Oh.
then.
I take my oil flask out. I put one of my short swords away, pull my oil flask out, and I'll start slowly sneaking towards the sound.
With a Molotov.
No,
Not a Molotov yet.
An oil
Not yet.
flask.
Could I put that light out?
Well, the light's down the hall.
Hold on to it. Just leave it there. It's all
Okay.
right.
All right,
Alright,
we're
I'm gonna
in the
start-
water?
I'm gonna start
We-
I'm in the
going
water.
In the
so-
water. In the water. Unhappy about it, but in the water.
Lulu's in the
I'm
water.
just
I'm
perched.
staying on the grounds because I'm not so certain how my gauntlets are going to function in the water.
Uh,
If you stay here, how far can you shoot fire?
Not that far, not far enough to protect you and not hurt you.
Not
Here.
Let's- okay.
Do you want to perch on my shoulders? She asked
Yeah,
Tilly.
you can ride Lulu.
It's fun. Can confirm.
I don't know, guys. I don't know.
There are no webs in the water, and the water is moving always. So if any disturbance hits the web,
I am the
they
ship.
will assume
Um,
it's the water.
I'm
just-
really strong and I can hold myself up in the current.
Yeah, you
and
can.
I
That current
don't.
is strong, and if we have to fight, and there's several of us that get swept away,
Well,
you're not going to be able to grab everyone.
well, here's the thing. Lulu can throw you on the land.
I can fly. Squall and I-
Samathe and Squall can fly. The only person she's going to have to really worry about floating away is maybe me. But as soon as I throw, I'm
I
gonna
would
hop up.
much rather worry about you guys getting swept away by water than getting bit by spiders.
That's also true.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go, guys. We got to
Let's
do
go.
something.
Let's go.
And I'm just
Let's
gonna
go.
start going
Just
in the water.
jumps in the
stealthily.
water.
Leroy!
The longer we
Just-
talk about this, the more likely the spiders are gonna hear us.
The spiders are
I
gonna
would like
hear
to
us.
keep
Go. Let's go.
Uh,
We're going.
Oh, I'm still on her. I'm
Go,
still on
Patrick, go, Patrick,
Elazira's
go, Patrick, go.
shoulders.
I've jumped in the water.
you're
I am-
you're just in the water. You're not on my shoulders.
Yeah, I'm just in the water. I've jumped in.
Okay,
the
I
water.
need. Okay, whoever just jumped into the water, I need you to make strength checks, please.
Oh,
Oh, they don't have to do
It's
dexterity
gonna
checks
be.
too?
Oh no!
you were putting
Oh,
1 foot
no.
in the water to see how deep it was.
Is this?
True.
That's
just
why
a-
you needed to the
Is this
dexterity.
just a straight?
Lulu, you
strength
get
or
advantage
like
because you're a water genasi.
Is this like a straight strength or like an athletics, acrobatics?
Or a
Um,
save.
It's a straight strength save.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm still on
Um,
Elazira's shoulders, so I'm good, right?
Ladies
In
and gentlemen,
fact, Alzira has advantage because you're on her shoulders.
Wait, I have to roll another one?
No,
That is
you're
a-
good.
I'm a
You're good right
stabilizing
now.
force.
Okay, thank you for
4.
stabilizing me, Finn.
Okay.
4.
Okay, the
My
8 is
modifier
okay.
is 0.
Same.
The 4 is not so good. Are you now? Were you hopping in back of everybody else or in front of everybody else?
Probably
I would have
front.
hopped in. Well, my thought process had been to get behind Ludani, but we said something about her leading the way and getting in front. But that was when we were on land, when I thought we were walking.
Okay.
I think
so,
I'm heading the pack right now.
Okay. So, so she loses her footing and starts getting pushed along. Is anybody going to try to grab her?
Oh yeah, Lulu is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, give me just a straight up. You're trying to catch, so I would say athletics on this one.
Yay! Wow. I'm gonna need new dice. That was an 8.
Oh no!
I'll give it to you because she's you. It's enough that she's like not resisting, so you're able to just
I'm
brace her.
useless and a little bit freaked out.
Yeah.
So-
Flailing down the river.
Yeah.
Down the
She
stream.
just reaches out and grabs your shirt or one of your gauntlets. Probably not great, but
Like a mom at a water park.
yeah, just like pulls you back, and Lulu
See the
puts
mom
you,
grip?
Lulu puts you on her, not on her shoulders, but like piggyback. Like there. Now you're not fully on my shoulders, but you won't get swept away now.
Tilly is like a drowned cat, and like this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea.
Was an 8 okay on my strength check?
Yes.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
that was enough
All right.
because Alzira made it before with a 7. So.
Yeah.
I look like every picture you've ever seen of a cat in a bathtub. Like her hair, just like eyes are
Here we go.
huge.
Okay.
So here we
ignore
are,
that.
2 stacks and 1 tiefling, trying to wade down this river or this
Yep.
stream here.
Yep.
This tiefling does not stack.
This tiefling do not stack. She got those antlers.
I
Oh, yeah.
am a stack on my own.
Yeah, you are.
I like tiefling stacked. That's a fact.
Oh.
I don't
So
know.
I'm sneaking through the water
We're
now.
going.
Yes,
We're
yes, we
moving.
are.
We're
We are.
moving,
We're
we're
sneaking
moving.
to the water.
Okay. So all right, so you get up about another 10 or so feet along through the water. Everybody give me a perception check, please.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. There's a lot of good things here. I just for shits and giggles, completely forgot that you can do this with shape water. Ludani's is focusing. She's not focusing on what's going on around her. She's focusing on moving the current. Instead of it going back, it's going forward. I can do that for 5 feet of water per 5 feet of water. I can change the direction of it. So Ludani is sitting there focusing on our surrounding water, moving it forward so we don't get swept the other way.
Well, we are heading in the direction of the current, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, we're heading in the direction of the current. When you were going in the outlet earlier, you were going against the current then.
Oh, I thought
Now
this
we're
one.
going. Now we're
No,
going with
the current. No, the current was coming out into the swamp.
And now that
You're
we've
on the
gone
other
to inlet-
side, and it's
So now it's coming in. Oh, I misunderstood. Okay.
right.
I just
so
have this picture in my
so
head of
the water, the tide is actually going towards the opening in the swamp that you found.
Okay. Okay, cool. Never mind then yes. Perception. check.
Selmathe got a 5.
Whee!
Don't-
natural 20 plus 1.
Yay!
Hey!
I got a 22. What did I get? I forgot
That's
already.
my first natural
You
20.
got a 21.
I got a 21.
Yay!
Squall rolled a 5 with his perception of +6. He rolled a measly 11.
I got an 8.
I just totally had this vision of Ludani trying to focus on her spell while Tilly's big metal gauntlet is just like
And she's just like,
there's like a
must
drowned cat
protect.
with great big eyes.
Like,
Okay.
Look, if I die because Tilly is choking me out with her gauntlets, that's how I die. It's fine. Cool.
And of course, you're wet during it. That doesn't help.
Always.
We're in the water.
Anyway, all right.
God damn.
Look, I've been trying to stealth through this water for a while now. Okay,
We're going.
Yeah, we're
Moving.
going.
I didn't say nothing.
All right, so you with the all right, with the 21, you and the natural 20, you actually hear the skittering around, and you start hearing.
The second that happens, I'm going to stop and put my hand up.
Okay.
Squall gives her a high five.
Go. We should
I'm gonna
just
look
go.
at-
We should go fast. We should just go.
What? Are we? Sorry, I'm really whispering. Are we sneaking or are we fighting?
Let's
Stay
try
safer.
sneaking first. and
Sneaking better.
then we fight.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't throw this then. And so I start sneaking again.
So
Alright.
are we all making stealth checks then?
Yes, and
Okay.
Oh boy.
you're all making it at disadvantage because you're slugging through the water.
God damn, I
Um,
forgot about.
You're slugging through the water, plus one of you has an Aarakocra perched on your shoulders, and one of you has a tiefling clutched on your back.
I was gonna say, are those like joint stuff rolls? Or
It's okay. My lowest stealth was a 19.
I had a
Oh, no.
3.
4. We're doing great, guys.
I should have
doing
just thrown the
great.
oil when I heard them before they.
My
No.
lowest stealth
Oh, that
was
wasn't.
an
hold on.
11. I'm really loving
Oh.
these 11s tonight.
Nope, that's a 3.
Hey.
Sorry, I forgot
I
about the
changed the
disadvantage.
dice.
I'm using a
Hey.
different. You're going in dice jail. Sorry.
yeah, I have put 3 d20s in dice. No, I'm sorry, 4 d20s in dice jail tonight.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I was rolling all the natural 20s on the other set. Maybe I'll try a different set. No. No, the fuck I'm not.
All right. Well, that an 11 for Squall.
Okay, and now you all can hear some skittering going on,
Worst we can.
Mm-hmm.
and it's time to roll initiative.
All right.
Nope.
Oh,
Question.
There we-
Yes.
Because I rolled a stealth
There we
of
go.
21, would they have seen me? Could
It's
I get
not-
a surprise round of throwing the oil? I'm not going to fire at them. I'm just going to, as soon as I hear the sound get closer, I'm just going to throw.
Well, the thing is though, you're not on your own.
Well, yeah, they could see the bird. I don't care if they see the bird. That doesn't mean they see me underneath the bird.
But they're aware of
Okay.
you're all in general presence though, so it's not like
Okay.
it's not like you if you were alone like scouting ahead, absolutely there would have been no problem. But they know something's there now.
Okay.
They-
I
they-
figured I would ask.
no, that's perfectly fine. So I need some initiatives from you, please.
19.
15.
Squall, you probably have a higher dex than me.
7.
My dex is +3.
Yes, you do.
All right. Very well.
Okay,
My
so
rainbow dice betrayed me.
okay, so let me have them one more time. Elzira,
7.
Salmathe,
5.
Squall,
That's a 5.
Tilly.
19.
Okay, and Lulu.
15.
Okay.
It's our fire thrower goes early.
Thank God. Our fire starter goes early.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's gonna take me.
Yeah,
Well-
but it's going to take her 2 actions to light them on fire.
yeah.
With the
Well-
little bit of light that you have in here from the one ball bearing and all of the dark vision that you have, you see 3 giant wolf spiders coming down the the cave hallway here on either side. 2 on one side, 1 on the other side of the stream. So we're going to start with 19.
Okay. The first thing I do is the gauntlet goes up over Lulu's shoulder, and I like take the other arm and unfortunately like trying to reach around her head and twist the ring on the wrist so that one of the nozzles is up, and shoot out Tasha's caustic brew at them.
Okay.
That is a I believe they have to succeed on a.
It's a dex.
Yeah, it's a dexterity saving throw, and I think the DC is 14.
Solid.
And with an 18, it dodges, so it takes half damage then?
It takes. Hold on just a second. I believe so. Each creature in the line must succeed on a dexterity throw. Nation. It doesn't. I don't think it says whether. I think it doesn't take anything. I could be wrong. I don't see it.
If it doesn't say how much on a failed save, then it doesn't.
Yeah,
do anything.
if past the save, nothing happens.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing happens. But it's like a 30 feet long and 5 feet wide. Would I been able to hit more than one of them?
You can possibly have gotten the other one. Let me see.
Yeah, anything that's in that radius.
And what's the DC on that?
14.
This one just made it 2 with a 15. So they both dodged it. Nimble little minxes.
Gummit.
Okay. 15.
Right,
Is there anything else you want to do? Any bonus actions or anything?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Any movement that you want to do? Do you want to get off of Ludani's shoulders and get onto the shore?
I don't think I could make it without help, so no.
Okay. All right, so Lulu on 15.
Cool. Lulu looks up at you, Tilly, and says, "Do you want to get onto the shore?"
Yes.
Okay. Lulu will, with Tilly helping herself, but Lulu also getting up onto the shore. They both get out of the water, and Lulu, I imagine that's my movement to get out of the water and get Tilly up there as well.
Yeah.
Let's never do that again.
You want me in the water next time you fall in the water. Then Lulu pulls out her longsword and is going to swipe at one of these spiders.
Okay.
Hell yeah, does a dirty 20 hit.
Oh yeah.
For the lowest amount of damage, 4 points to this first spider in front of me.
Okay.
And that is my turn. I have made myself a very big target.
Okay. And also on 15 comes this spider that you just attacked.
Perfect. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not have my shield. I would have hit with 2 hands, not the one-handed, which is a D10 rather than a D8.
Okay.
So I just wanted to re-roll the damage, which was 11 points instead of the 4.
Well, in that case, then you killed it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, I don't have a shield because I was carrying Tilly, so I could hit it with 2 hands. Yeah, much better. So yeah, hit, squish. Okay, sorry. Thank you for letting me do that again.
Okay. All right, so that's one down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then that wouldn't go. So on 7, Alzira.
Okay.
You have one more on the left side, and you have one on the right side now.
Is one of them within 5 feet of Ludani still?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to shoot that one with my crossbow then.
Okay.
12 to hit.
And that is a miss.
That figured.
Bummer.
Oh shit, I forgot. Can I bonus action throw the oil? I forgot to throw the oil. You know, it does, no, I don't want to do that. It doesn't matter. I'm not throwing the oil, but I am gonna rush it and flank it with Ludani.
Okay, you have to get up out of the water
Yep.
then.
I'm gonna get off your back.
I mean, you can stay on my back. I'll go half speed.
All right, well, getting up, that's pretty much going to be a good chunk of your movement.
That's fine.
So you'll be able to get up like just about next to Ludani.
I would stay behind Ludani then.
Okay. All right, so you have another spider right here attacking. It'll attack Ludani first, since she's in front.
I'm a big old target.
So you still have not taken your shield out, correct?
No, I'm only in my chainmail, so it's a 16 to hit me.
And it makes a 16.
Great. Ow.
Okay, so you let me see. First of all, it bit you.
Yep.
You take 3 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Icky.
Oh boy.
Well, that was a 5.
Ooh.
The dice have had decisions for me today.
Okay, and you also take 4 points of poison.
Yep, that checks out. I am less than half, but I'm okay. I've got 5 hit points left.
Okay.
Don't worry, everybody.
Okay, and next up is 5, Salmathe or Squall, whichever one of you.
My dex is higher, so that
Well.
would be me.
Okay.
Looks like I'm gonna.
You have the one that just attacked Ludani, and then you have another one on the other side of the stream.
I see, and I'm already over here behind Ludani because I'm still on Alazira's back.
That is correct.
Lots of things to do here. Lots of things to do. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna squish this boy on their next turn. So I hop off of Alazira's shoulders. So I've stepped back a bit, and I'm gonna hurl my javelin at the one at the other bank to try to whittle that bad boy down before he gets over to us. So I hurl my javelin, and that's a 10. That's not gonna hit.
No, it does not. It
No,
clinks
it's
on the
not.
ground next to it.
Whoosh, just sticks into the bank on the other side. That was horrible. And that's it. That's all I've got for this one. I jumped off of Alazira's back and whiffed another javelin. I will land a javelin sometime during this game.
Okay. Keep in mind that as soon as you touch down on the ground, you are walking in webs.
That's true. I already did it.
Okay.
I already did it.
All right. So right now, the only ones that are in the water is still Salmathe.
Yep.
Stay there. Don't move. Don't.
I'm
don't
not.
Get out.
I am not. I'm not getting any closer to these things. Are you kidding?
So you have the one that's facing off with Lulu, and you have this other one that Squall just threw a javelin at and missed.
I'm pretty sure Lulu can take care of that one, so I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the other one.
Okay.
Please, please, please. That's a 10.
Sorry, it
Man,
skittled out of the way.
man, sometime I'll get an Eldritch Blast off.
All right. Do you want to do any bonus actions or movement?
I'm staying in the water. I'm not. I am unhappy to be in the water, but it seems better than anywhere else right now.
Selmathay's good right here.
Yep, Selmathay's good out here.
Okay. Also on 5, this other spider starts coming over, and
Oh no.
he's going to take a bite at you because he actually has a reach of 5 feet. So he's going to take a bite at Selmathay.
In the water?
Oh no.
Let me see. Can he make it? How close to the side of the water did you get to shoot your?
I am in the middle of this stream. Like
I am the furthest away. I'm the most difficult.
I'll give you I'll give the spider disadvantage then, because middle of the stream would be 5 feet and it's got a range of 5. It's got a reach of 5. Okay, with disadvantage, you are what's your armor class?
12.
Okay, you're very lucky. You still get bit, but you're very lucky that it was disadvantage. Because the other roll was a natural 20.
Oh God, I would have died.
Oh, no.
So first of all, you take 4 points from piercing damage from the bite, and I need you to make a Constitution save, please.
Okay, hold on. Oh God. Different set, please. That's a 6.
Good noise.
Oh no.
I'm gonna die.
Dice have choices.
You take another 3 points of poison damage.
Okay. I'm at 2 again. I'm too squishy for this. All right. Ow.
Okay, at 19, Tilly.
All right. I'm going to whatever spider is closest to me. I'm going to aim my gauntlet at it, and I'm going to twist the little ring on the wrist again, and I'm going to fire grease at its feet.
I love that.
Okay.
That is I think that's another dexterity save. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, with a 4, it fumbles.
Okay.
So this spider loses its footing and goes plop on the ground.
Okay. And a cantrip can't be used as a bonus action. Bonus action, right?
A cantrip can be used as a bonus action if it says bonus action.
Not at this level. I think you need a feat for that.
Okay. Then that's it. That's it. That's
okay. On 15, Lulu.
I'm going to swing at this spider that has just fallen down. Has it fallen prone?
Yes, you have advantage on the hit.
Woohoo! I'll take it. All right. Well, with advantage, it's 11.
And that misses.
Misses. Wow.
It's slippering around trying to get up so much that you just missed it.
I just missed it. And I at that point I am going to pull out my shield as a bonus action or a free action. And continue to stand in front of the 2 squishies behind me.
Okay. Everybody, give me a quick intelligence save. Or check, rather. An intelligence check.
Wow.
Is that straight?
Yeah, just straight intelligence check.
Okay, that is a natural 20 for a 24.
Okay.
Too. Why do I get the natural 20s on it?
Okay, well, even more importantly for you, Selmathay, you remember Lug's treat.
Yep. Yeah.
Haven't forgotten about it.
I didn't need intelligence. I know it's there. I have it written down.
Yeah.
Me
Free,
too.
free, just like with, okay. Bonus act, I'll let you take it on your turn. Bonus action, you can pop the treat.
Thank you.
You know what? In that case, if was taking out the shield a free action or a bonus action?
Taking your shield out would be, is Tilly still on your back?
No.
No, I'm on the ground.
Okay, then that would be a free action, taking your shield off your back.
I'll go ahead and pop that Biskov in my mouth.
All right, so you get 5 temporary hit points.
Ah. Sweet. Okay. I think it's that was the end of my turn, and then you had us do the intelligence check. And
Yep. Okay, so 7, Alzira.
Okay, I am going to take a step back from Ludani, and I'm going to come wide around the spider so he does not get an attack of opportunity from me. And then I'm going to get behind him. Oh, he's on the ground anyway.
Yeah,
and
he's
then
prone.
So you said so I could switch my weapons as a free action from crossbow to swords? Like I would just drop this crossbow and pick him out.
If you just drop the crossbow, yes, that's a free action.
I'm just dropping it on the ground, pulling out my short swords, and then stab.
Thanks,
okay.
The first one is a 15.
Hits.
And oh wait, do I get advantage still as well because it's on the ground?
Yes.
Perfect. Then okay, 15. 15 was the highest.
Yep, that's it's still the hit.
6, so 10 plus, so 13 for the first hit.
13 points of damage?
Yeah, because it was a sneak attack because I'm a rogue.
Ah, okay. It's dead.
Squish.
Okay. Well, I don't have enough movement to get to the other one. Can I throw my sword at it?
Can you?
Does it have the throne?
Can I throw the dagger on my belt at it?
That you would need to be able to take the dagger out and throw it.
I'm pushing it. Then I'm just going to use the rest of my however much speed I have to try to get to the other side. I know I won't make it, but I'll head that way.
Okay, you could. Are you going to get into the water? Or are you going to try to jump the 10 feet across?
I mean, I don't think I'll make it because I used already part of my movement to get to the spider to begin with.
Right, because
so I'll probably just get back to the edge.
Because it is half movement.
Yeah. So I'll probably just get to the edge of the water and wait.
Okay. All right. So, the other spider would have gone. So 5. Squall.
All right. So I'm assuming the webbing is not preventing me from leaping into the air and like flying over to the other spider, correct?
Yeah, you really can't get too much height.
Okay, can I get to the other spider is what I'm saying.
Pretty much, yeah. You can cross the stream a lot easier than anybody else can.
All right.
Not like doing a jump. You can kind of like glide across.
All right. Well, then I as a free action draw my scimitar. I glide across and I attempt to strike this spider with my scimitar.
Okay.
And that's going to be. I'm going to just keep removing things that have failed me, rolling new die.
That's why I muted for a second. I was clawing out dice.
All right. That is an 18 plus 5 for a 23 to hit this boy.
Oh, that hits.
That sure does.
Get him,
My
get him, get
scimitar
him.
is a D6 plus 3.
Oh my god, get him.
My D6 was a 3. And so I had plus 3 to that. So I hit him for 6.
Okay.
How's he looking?
He's a little wobbly, but he's still up.
All right, so I landed
the scimitar in him, and since I have 2-weapon fighting as a bonus action, and my talons are a natural weapon, while my scimitar is still in him, I try to dig my foot into this boy for a bonus action with my talons. How's that?
Okay.
How's that? All right,
Okay.
so I'm gonna roll for attacking with the talons.
Please.
All right, that's a 15.
That hits.
That hits. All right.
You did it.
And then I get a
Get him,
D4 plus
get
1
him.
on it. So here goes my little dice caltrop. It's a 4 plus 1. I hit him for 5.
Yes.
Yay!
How do you want to do this?
All right. My scimitar's still stuck in his back and his limbs kind of squiggling, but I'm holding him in place. Squall puts his whole clawed foot over the spider's face and just pop. Takes his head off.
Oh my
and then
god.
removes his scimitar, wipes it up, and then wipes it on the bank. Just, yeah, that's it.
I definitely saw you do it with the sword, but then my mind was like, but what if he actually did it with his like foot? Like you just big ass talon feet gripping on the spider head and then just like in the air monk style just took it off. Spin move, snatched that spider's head off.
Yeah,
Okay.
my scimitar was still stuck in him, so I just popped his head off with the talons and then removed the scimitar. And I go to the bank to just kind of clean my scimitar and talons both. Cool guys don't look at explosions. I don't look at them again. I've done it. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
You're definitely looking at your foot going, ew.
Yeah, I'm looking at my foot like, well, that seemed like a good idea in the moment.
What did I step in?
Okay. So there you go.
I would like to pick up the crossbow that I dropped.
And you are out of combat. There you go. So you've had your second combat. You've survived again.
Kelly
They staggers to the
on
bag.
the floor.
Selma, they like staggers over to the bag, like clutching at her shoulders. Like,
Do you
ow,
want my
ow.
cookie?
No, just give me a second. And just like, same hand like pulls out hers and just chomps.
Okay, so you'll have 5 temporary hit points.
That doesn't just heal her. That gives her 5
Yep.
temporary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
that's why I
anyone
was
have
asking.
any healing items? Do we have any healing potions in anything? No medical kits? Nothing that we can treat these wounds with?
Does anybody have a herbalism kit?
I do have an herbalism kit. Do I have one? I've got proficiency in it.
You should have had that with
Um,
your equipment.
Don't.
I don't have it in my equipment.
Okay, because I could have sworn we put it in there. All right, I'll say that you have it though.
I'll say that we had it. So, all right. So Squall brings out the herbalism kit and starts to treat wounds on Selmathe. So I'm guessing I'm making a medicine roll then.
Yeah, let me get the herbalism kit up.
Oh wait. I don't know if an herbalism kit actually heals hit points.
I thought they just stabilized.
I think it just
Oh, yeah, you're right,
stabilizes
you're right.
without you having to make a check.
Oh.
Okay. Well, then never mind. We don't go the medicine route.
I'll still hand Selmathe my cookie.
No.
Well-
Just
all
in
right.
case.
It wouldn't do any good. It wouldn't do any good. It doesn't stack the temporary hit points.
I know, but if she loses those 5, I want her to
Dear,
have an emergency.
Dear, you are at 2 hit points. You are looking rough, even with those temporary 5. We don't know what else is in this cave. Just hold still. Would you
Okay,
just
we
hold
don't-
still?
Okay, yes. We don't know what else is in this cave. We don't know if you'll need the energy from this spell.
I can heal you. Would you just hold still?
Ugh.
So he finally just puts his hands on her shoulders, closes his eyes, concentrates, and casts Cure Wounds. And she gets 6 HP back.
Okay. Almost back up to full.
Uh,
That poison.
yeah.
Ugh.
Pretty bad stuff.
While they're healing stuff, can I like pick around the spider's body and see if there's anything worth taking?
Yeah, Yeah, is there anything caught in the webs?
Rogue's got a rogue. I got to loot bodies. I want a
Got
leg,
a rogue.
maybe a claw.
Just a little spider leg.
I do.
Or like maybe there are other like remains of people that were stolen.
Yeah.
Or lizards, so that's why I was looting the area.
I do appreciate it, Squall.
Anytime.
You think Hildy could fix my armor again?
If anyone could
Please.
fix anything, it would be Hildy.
Tilly's just gonna like kind of crawl over to Salmathe, like not really saying anything, and pull some tools out of her pack and just kind of fiddle with her armor, and I'll cast mending.
Oh, you can also do that.
Mm-hmm.
You do come across a body, Elazira.
Well, I will look
Cool.
the body up and down, maybe loot that body too.
It is you can't quite tell. You think it was human. It's like mummified.
Yeah.
Like it's been schlorped dry.
Yeah, it's spider food.
Just wearing regular clothes. There is a pouch that he's got.
My pouch.
And within you find 10 gold.
Cool.
And on the belt you find a rusty dagger.
Awesome. Wow.
And the only other things that you find around are that's the only one. There seems to be a couple of different skeletons down here too, including what looks to be something that has a tail, much like a lizard man.
Yeah.
But it's been there for a while.
Should we keep going?
It's not likely
You
this
need to
leads
rest?
to a lizard man nest, could it? Surely the entrance to
I
their nest.
mean,
Well, they would have other entrances.
They have other entrances. I think we
This
should
could
at
lead
least
to
see-
them.
Yes.
Miss
Okay.
Lulu, how are you doing?
That cookie helped me out a good bit, but I'm holding on to my couple of points that I have for healing, just in case I need to keep
Well,
anybody up.
We could
Fair,
always
fair,
take
fair,
a
fair.
short rest and use hit dice to heal. But you already cast the spell, so we should probably wait to use
We
that
should
short rest
probably
later.
go on ahead.
Okay, then yeah, as soon as Squall says we need to go ahead, I'll go back into stealth mode and start stealthing forward.
Everybody goes ahead. Lulu's the
Keeping an
last
eye
one
out.
in the tunnel. She scoops up the ball bearing. If it's still lit up,
Oh.
is
Yep.
That
It
reminds me, I need to go get my
is not lit anymore. It went
Mm.
out the second Tilly sat down on the ground.
okay.
She
Tilly
dropped
hands it back to you.
I take it, and then I just slip it in a pocket. I switch my gauntlet to being the crossbow, and then I take the hammer off of my back and I start walking.
You doing okay there, Tilly?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. And she just goes.
Yes. Let's keep moving.
Yep.
Ball's gonna stick close to Selmathe.
I think we have our order. I think it's
Yeah, I'm gonna be like
Elzira.
10 feet in front of everybody.
Yeah. Elzira,
Okay.
Finn, Salmathe, Tilly, and then Lulu.
All right, as you're walking along,
Stealthily.
you do find that you get out of the webs.
Mm-hmm.
Lulu,
Yeah.
I need you to roll a d20.
Oh, okay. How do I roll a d20?
If
There's
you
a
go
little
to the
dice
left-hand
icon.
side on the bottom, there's a dice icon. If you click on that, you'll see all the dice load up.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you to D&D Beyond for that feature.
D&D Beyond.
That's a 14.
Congratulations, Lulu. You are the first chosen of the surprise die. And
okay, here we go.
Oh no!
Oh boy!
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
It's fine. We're good. It's fine.
Another
fine.
spider.
It's
Just
fine.
a spider.
Everything's fine. No,
It's
it's
good,
fine.
it's fine.
Everything's
It's
gonna be
fine.
okay.
It's fine.
as you're
Don't
walking along,
panic.
you feel something bounce off your boot.
I'll look down.
There seems to be something ivory looking, like an ivory hexagon sticking out of the ground.
Lulu bends down and picks it up.
It has the symbol of Umberly on it.
Cool. She also is going to go ahead and look up at the ceiling.
There's nothing there.
All right.
You're past the webs.
Yep.
This is an icon of Umberly, and you will have advantage on strength checks.
I told you the surprise dice was a great thing.
It didn't show it.
Like
it could go either way.
Well,
I would just like to say that I said it was
You
going to be
were
okay.
chosen for a boon. So congratulations,
God.
party. You have had your first successful encounter with the surprise die.
We did it. Now,
Yay.
Demos.
Now the
to-
next one's going to be really bad.
it's advantage on
Roll.
any strength checks,
Yes.
strength checks, saves.
For grappling, anything, it will give you an advantage on. I'll have to just double check on it. What exactly it does? I have it. I'll send you the I'll send you a card, a text with it, with the description of it.
Thank
I'll
you.
have to copy it up.
All
But
right.
yeah, no, it gives you advantage on strength checks.
Cool. Yeah, Lily Donnie's just like, we have to keep going, but blessings to the mother. She pockets it and keeps following the party.
Couldn't have blessed us earlier.
Ooh!
Damn, we getting blasphemous up in here.
And she
And that will be no more checks for the surprise die for the session.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
So, but you will still get your immunity next week.
Yep.
All right. So you find yourself coming towards the back of the cave. And it's just a blank wall. Everybody make a perception check.
There we go.
Squall rolls a 22.
Cool. I got a
21.
9.
Same.
19.
Okay.
22
Squall,
here.
you notice that there is seems to be a small hole sucking in some of the web that's on the wall over to the side. Because otherwise the stream ends going under this wall here. But off to the side, there seems to be some web getting sucked into a hole.
Web? I thought we had passed all the webbing.
There's still a little bit up on the sides, but there's no more on the ceiling or the floor.
All right. So some webbing is getting sucked into this hole. What's the size of this hole?
It looks pretty much like the same size hole that the lizard man jumped into on the outside.
I believe we found another passage of the lizard men. Unfortunately, it seems it's just as impassable as the other. Is there any way we could look down? Does anyone have perhaps one of your shiny torch balls, Tilly?
Is it a
Walks
solid
up.
wall?
The hole is in the side of the wall.
So there's this hole going down, so like another lizard man tunnel is what it's looking like.
If
Tilly
you
walks
if you
up
look
and-
opposite on the other wall, you do see a corresponding hole.
Ah, I see.
There's 2 holes, one on one wall, one on the other wall,
Yep.
on the opposite.
Are they both? You said something about an air current. Are they both doing that?
Well, on the other side, you notice that it's blowing in a little bit. So there is a little bit of webbing, and it's like blowing into the cave. The other one is just barely pulling some out. So it's like a slight little breeze. So it obviously leads to another opening.
And we can't, and it's too small for any of us to climb into.
It is definitely too small.
Is it into a stone wall or a earthen wall, like a?
It's a stone wall.
Okay, so there's no digging we could do.
Right. It seems to almost be a natural little tunnel.
Mm.
So this cave looks like it was a dead end.
However, there's some creature that has been using this as a passageway, it would appear. Tilly, would you happen to have another one of those glowing bearings that we could use to look down this tunnel?
One lights up in her hand.
Okay.
Yoink. Squall
You
just
have
grabs
another one.
Well,
it, and he looks at it for a moment, looks at
I'm
the hole
not-
in the wall, looks at it again. All right, and he puts it down into the hole to see if he can like send this glowing ball down the hole and see if we can find out how far it goes.
I'm so proud of him.
It rolls down about 20. It seems to be a slight incline, so it does roll down about 20, 30, 40, 50 feet, and you lose sight of it. It gets a little darker. So
And nothing of interest. It didn't illuminate anything of interest.
it
Just
didn't
more
illuminate
tunnel.
anything larger or anything. It didn't. You don't hear anything. You don't hear it drop off. You just barely hear it rolling away.
Squall, can't you talk to animals?
Oh, I can, but I don't see any nearby.
We could go get one.
DM question. Did we earn any XP off that last battle?
Can't level up in the middle of a dungeon.
I kind of want to.
Calm down.
All right. Never mind. I'm thinking
Who
ahead.
levels up in the middle of a?
Someone who's getting wild shape at their next level. That's who.
That's
That would be
fucking valid.
Go down the hole.
Exactly.
I would like for us to camp out here overnight. Wake up the next day at a new level.
Suppose we make camp long enough for some
Keep in
XP.
mind, it's barely noon.
It is.
It's like noonish, 1
right.
o'clock-ish in the afternoon.
the
You
I
did
guess-
set out early.
The only thing to do is leave and try to find another entrance.
That seems to be the only options we have. We have there.
Wait.
There are no animals that I can convince to go scout for us. There's no way any of us are fitting into this hole, and no way out but back.
New idea.
Have we hit a dead end on the cave, or was this
Yeah.
just
You've hit a
something
dead
else?
end on the cave.
Really?
The only way out would be to try to go into
Gotcha.
the stream underneath, but you don't know how far back that goes.
Gotcha. Sorry,
We
I
could go in the
missed
stream. For some reason I thought the stream was gone.
Lulu, you have something to share.
Lulu jumps in the stream.
I thought the stream was gone. That's my bad.
No, it's
And It
okay.
has to keep flowing somewhere because we know it exits on the other side.
We wanted to exhaust these 2 holes
I'm
and
glad we figured that out because my
Yeah.
next plan was set the hole on fire. Just pour the oil down and just set the oil line on fire and see or
See what jumps out.
smoke them out.
Smoke them out.
God.
My
I have
light
set your
on
hole
that
on
ball
fire.
goes out.
Okay.
It's down the hole.
Taco night it is.
taco night it is.
Setting your hole on fire. Yes.
But yes,
Okay.
Lulu
Good.
jumps into the stream and goes under the
I'm sorry.
under the wall.
Okay.
And you give me shit, Finn.
You
I'm
You
sorry.
go-
I had to break.
you swim along, and it takes you a little bit of time. It takes you like at least 10, 15 minutes and
Okay.
you find yourself on the outside where you were looking in before.
Oh, okay.
On the outside where I was looking in before.
From the swamp. You're in the swamp water now.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
in other words, the opening that you saw
Mm-hmm.
in the swamp part,
Mm-hmm.
you found the other side of it.
Oh wow, we went in a circle. Okay.
No, you went. Well, yeah, you technically did. You just went.
Yes,
Back
but
the other
these
way.
these two areas connect to one another. Okay, cool. Luna swims quickly back and pops out, and she says, "That just leads to that one area where we found the bitten up shield."
So the stream is not a way through.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
So
if we can't figure out a way to get through the small holes, I suppose we'll have to just look around for another way in. I suppose because
There's
they must have had a way to get the dwarf in, and a dwarf would not have fit through one of these holes.
no.
True.
There must be a bigger entrance somewhere.
Of
Well,
course.
if we set it on fire, we can see where the smoke comes out of the hill.
Why is the first response fire?
Because you're a rogue.
The best part is
She
the second.
has
At least
a
this time I
point.
had a better reason. There's
She
smoke
has
will
a
come out of the
point.
holes, and we
Oh,
can
and
see
I can
all
use
the
gust to
entrances.
just like blow the smoke through.
Yeah, we could smoke out the holes, and then we'll see all the entrances from the outside. You will see them from outside when you're flying.
I suppose that is a fair plan.
It's not enough fire.
Well, we don't need a
that's
lot of
not
fire.
how
We
it
just need
works.
smoke. If he can just send the smoke through. I mean, it's better than just going home.
We don't even
But
have
We
to
can
light
try.
we don't even have to light the hole on fire. We just need to light a small fire, and I'll just gust the smoke up through the holes. Because I
There's
do
a
have gust.
concern of being discovered. Because I don't think if there's anybody in, I don't think they will simply sit there and go, huh, that's smoke. I wonder where that's coming
Well, most
from.
animals will flee the smoke and go the opposite direction of it.
But most lizard men may not.
Well, we
You
put a
If they're
People
smart
are
enough,
smarter than
if they're
animals.
smart enough to drag somebody back to their home for a reason that is not simply just food, they're
Suppose, yes.
supposedly.
I
We
suppose
don't
we don't
even
really
know
have a
for
better
sure.
plan.
But that would be a great distraction.
And do we leave and go investigate one of the other mysteries?
What were you saying, Jen?
Oh,
Excuse
Tilly
me.
was saying we're not even certain that this is like the hill is where they were dragging the dwarf to.
Well, that's why I said the
Tilly
only-
said she thought it sounded like this was somewhere he just went to hide.
That is possible. Huh.
then
We
we
could be completely in the wrong place.
then we need to leave and go get more information.
I have perhaps a bad plan.
Let's
It'd
hear
be
it.
worse than setting the hole on fire.
Decoy. Have one of us act like we got thrown out of the bar and extremely drunk, and have everybody else follow if the kobolds drag them somewhere.
Lizard men.
Lizard men.
And,
Lizard men, sorry. Yes.
and that could take quite some time, could it not? These
I
lizard
mean,
men didn't know.
Are they good if they show back up tonight?
that's why I said it. I did not claim this to be a good plan.
Now
Fair.
we could again decoy.
Better than nothing.
Decoy could just be that. I don't want to suggest anybody, but I think the most tantalizing would probably be Squall or you're small.
Truth.
No offense.
Well, depending what they're using it for.
The dwarf is not very big, though.
Yeah.
Probably heavier set. Anyway, they have to act drunk. They have to not be armed.
I would like it not to be one of
I-
the flyers because the flyers would
Yeah.
track. It could be me.
True.
I am very good at performing and acting certain ways.
Yeah, but I mean, it's if
Yes.
you want to get taken. Like I said, the flyers could be very useful in the sky watching.
Tilly could look like a human.
Not anymore.
Oh, that's right.
I don't.
If they're gonna take anyone, they can take me.
Well, I suppose we wouldn't be able to do this immediately anyways because they do this at night. So
we just go
For right
back and wait
now-
at the bar.
for right now, do we want to go regroup at Lug and Hildy's, or do we want to continue investigating around here, see if we can find an entryway?
It's worth one more look since we're here.
Since it's daylight.
But okay, out of character. April, I thought we exhausted everything.
Well, I mean, we
Am
could
I-
still continue going further into the swamp.
Okay, but this cave is done. Like we
Yeah.
can't.
Oh, yeah. This
Yeah,
cave is
this
done.
cave is
There's
safe.
no-
This
there
cave-
That's
is
what I'm
no
making
way-
sure because you said keep investigating this area. So I'm like, we can't.
There is
No.
no way. There is
Okay.
no other way out of the cave except for seemingly
Yeah.
connecting somehow with this little hole.
Yeah, but
this little
nothing we can
tunnel.
Yeah.
access.
Was
Yeah,
this
yeah.
the larger entrance that someone had talked about before?
This was what I had seen from the air when I was looking for a larger entrance.
This,
Gotcha.
And it turned
This
out
is-
to not be so.
yeah.
And with the nat 20, slightly meta, I'm willing to believe that there probably isn't a bigger one then.
Yeah.
Alizair will also pull out some bacon as they're talking and start eating it. Instead of Tilly.
Ellie doesn't take it.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Yeah, and she takes the bacon.
Right. Well, Squall, do you want to go up, take one more look, just to be sure?
It couldn't hurt.
All right. Fly out through the cave, because
Yeah, we'll
no more
we'll-
web.
Yeah, we'll exit and go back out where we were, and I guess the fires are going up, and we're waiting at
Gonna
the
make
bottom.
One more perception check.
Yep.
Just
One
to
more
see what we
perception
can-
check.
One more spiral.
As I'm waiting on the ground, I'm going to pick up a
Ouch.
piece of wood and a dagger and just start kind of carving in the wood.
That's a 10 for Sailmathe.
That's an 18 for Squall.
You do not see anything within the immediate area that could be used as an entry point.
Unsurprising. All right. Well, it seems back to the tavern it is.
All right. Yeah, I couldn't. There wasn't any other thing up there. Fly back down and can't see anything else. So, shall we go back, regroup? Do we want to investigate anything else today, or wait until, or negotiate who's going, who is decoying, and figure it out and just wait out?
Well, we should discuss it with the rest of the group, but I do know Lulu was very intent about looking into the haunted house after dark.
I'm like flying down. I've like flown down and talking
Alright.
to everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I do remember Lulu being very intent on looking into this haunted house. Perhaps if Grog has anything,
Gorb.
Sorry.
Who's Grog?
Grog, yeah. Perhaps if Gorb has anything that will heal our wounded member, then we could gain some healing from the Rotgut house and then try for this haunted house this evening.
Do we want to do haunted house or attempt to continue with this lizard folk expedition tonight?
I think if we want to continue the lizard folk expedition, I think we should also go ahead and tell the guards what's going on.
We should.
But
Yes.
I think investigating the haunted house might help. Those goblins seem very suspicious about it, and even if it's just a holding area for a bunch of little shits hiding their stuff, I think that is also something to investigate. But this seems a little more, a lot more dangerous than I think we're cut out for at the moment.
Perhaps.
Maybe. I don't know.
So back to the Rotgut, hopefully to get Lulu and Sailmathe patched up.
To the Rotgut or to Fellfire?
It
We
seems
should
like
go to Fellfire.
Fellfire's fine too.
Let's go to Fellfire.
Let's go home.
Aww.
as we're
Y'all gonna make me
back,
break character.
as we're walking back, I'm still like kind of whittling with the wood, and I'm going to slip into Tilly's hand a little wooden carving.
She looks down at it.
It's a little sea otter or like a river otter, and I mean like, you look sad, and so those lived by my home with my family, and they always made me happy. And you said you were okay, but I know it's not the best. I made it really quick, but
It's beautiful. Thank you.
you're welcome. And I'm just gonna keep walking.
And
Broke Sarah.
I put it in my top pocket and keep going.
I am a sucker for otters. So like,
Same.
I love otters.
right there. Like as soon as you said otter, I was like,
Well, I was like, what's a cute animal that makes everyone happy? River otter.
Otter.
I am from a river community. This works.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good.
so you make your way back to on your way back, you pass the docks and everything. You see the ship is still there.
They were
well,
meaning
it's
to.
only like noon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only a few
Well,
hours.
now it's about by the time you get back from where you were at the cave and everything, because you were in there for a while. By the time you get back towards the dock, it's about 3-ish. It's between 2:30 and 3.
So it's not on you. It's not, outside of Trigger's plan that they're still there.
Right.
Okay.
It all depended on when he was going to be getting his consignment and whatnot. He had said.
All right. Well.
And
Let's
you do see the constable. You see Constable Stubbins and some of the guards coming by.
Cool. Lulu will go talk to them.
While you consult with a constable, I'll see if Trigger has heard anything since we last left him.
Okay. Tilly, you should
Thank
go
you.
get cookies from Hildy and Lug.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk.
You're up.
I'm gonna keep going with Tilly to get back to the inn. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
tired.
catch up with Salmathe.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'm all right. That poison was nasty, and the healing helped with the bite, but I just feel a little like shit. I'll be all right.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I'll be fine.
Okay. So, first, Lulu. All right, you go over to Stubbins and the guards.
Yeah.
Oh yes. You're that lady from the temple. What can I do for you?
Hey, so did our investigation last night. Checked in.
Did you find any sign of Zephyr?
We did not. Still unable to locate him. But we believe that no, not believe. We witnessed lizardmen dragging a drunken civilian from the rock gut house into the woods. We dealt with them, got the civilian back to town safe and sound, but we're concerned that there might be more abductions.
Oh, haven't heard of anybody going missing from the Rockwood house. This is news to me.
We're not sure yet if it has any connection with Zephyrin, just because Zephyrin was last seen leaving the Rockwood house in the early morning, whereas this happened very late at night.
I see. Well, thank you for letting me know. I'll set up a guard post in the vicinity. Do you know? Did they take them out of the building themselves? Or
no, the individual was asked to leave because they were being belligerent, and they were
asked to leave through a window. I take it.
Yes,
I know Gorp.
Yes, we all know Gorp. And while the civilian was laying passed out in the street, he was dragged away.
All right. So, and you said this was late at night. About what time?
I think it was 11 p.m.
All right.
As Nikki tried to remember.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for this.
How about your investigation?
We haven't been able to find hide nor hair of Master Primewater. I have no idea where he could possibly be. We've checked at his house. We checked with his assistant at the council hall. We've checked at the mercantile office. Nobody's seen him since all the commotion at the docks yesterday. Someone seems to recall him talking to that half-orc friend of yours, and that was the last. That was about the only thing, the only connection to you folks. And somebody said that he was supposed to speak to her later on about something. And she said that she was supposed to meet him at the Fellfire house. So that's the only thing that we have. That he was going to be coming to the Fellfire house to meet your friend.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, hello, miss. So we have no idea where he could possibly be. Why it ended up being a doppel, I have no idea. But it's like Master Primewater's disappeared off the face of Faerun.
Well, that's a bummer. Well, good luck with the rest of your investigation, Constable. We are patching up some of our wounds that we sustained while searching for the lizardmen. So if you need us, we will be at the Fellfire house. Good job, and blessings of the mother unto you.
Oh, thank you. He takes off his hat. Thank you, ma'am.
Did you guys want to talk to the nice constable about anything?
I think Alexander.
You're not there. Alexander's the other one. Alexander, do you have anything that you would like to? You're muted.
Nope,
We got
I'm
it.
good.
We got it.
I was just hanging out with you guys.
Okay.
Let's head back to the house and patch up.
All right. So, Squall, you get up onto the ship and.
Captain, permission to come aboard.
Captain's not here, Squall. Good to see you. It's the first mate, Billings.
Oh, Billings. Sorry, I was looking for Captain Trigger. Said he was going to look into the disappearance of his friend, see if any of his contacts have heard anything. Has he returned yet?
No, not yet. He only went out about an hour or so ago. He was going to go over to the mercantile.
Fair. How are the boys? How is everyone?
We're doing as good as can be expected with that fancy pants boy.
Oh, of course, Trevor. Who needs Trevor around? Wait, we've already used Trevor in this game, haven't we? We haven't used Trevor yet.
No.
Okay. So, all right. The nephew who stole somebody else's portion is now Trevor.
We apologize to all nice Trevors out in the audience.
All nice Trevors. It was just the name that came into my head. Of course, not with Trevor about. Okay. Any news from shore? Any of the boys chattering about comings and goings, dealings, good or ill?
It's something weird about when we were coming into port. It was still in the middle of the night. We were on our way here. Up about a couple of miles back, we thought we saw a light in like the steeple of an old house.
Oh, okay. I see. Could you show me which one? Could you point to it? Are we within?
Oh, it's not. It's too far. It's too far away.
Too far away. I see.
It was like this. We couldn't really see too clearly. It was a bit far from the ship to the shore, but it was definitely like a lantern or something shining out from, almost like it was a signal or something from a steeple in an old house on a hill.
Very good. Thank you, Billings. I'll take my leave of you.
All right. Well, smooth sailing, my friend.
Smooth sailing to you. And Squall goes off back to the Fellfire house.
As we're walking, I'm just going to ask, Tilly, I really do appreciate you fixing my armor for me there.
Oh, you're welcome.
You know, us tieflings gotta stick together, huh?
Wait, I'm sorry if this is rude, but you're a tiefling?
Yes, yeah.
I'm sorry, your horns are just
Oh,
different.
yeah, packed thing. They were tall, just straight tall, but, packed. But...
I'm sorry, I should have realized.
No, it's fine. I've never met another tiefling either, actually. I'd only read about them.
Really?
Yeah.
there
Small
was
town.
one other around where I lived with the clan, but you don't see a lot of us. I've never
No.
seen one my color before. I've never seen one your color before.
We're a multicolored bunch. I'm sorry if this is too personal. Do you know why you're a tiefling? Like your parents.
I was an orphan. I was raised by Kaylin just got tongue tied. Jen, I can't. It's fine, guys. We're good. I was raised by the Hackrench clan. They kind of have a tradition of taking in children that don't really have anywhere else to go, and I had a lot of siblings, not siblings, but it was almost kind of like going to a school, to be honest. They taught me so much though, and I was always loved.
That must have been nice.
I don't know much about where I came from though. Do you?
All right. I mean, I know my parents, but they're both human.
They're human?
Yeah.
So, did they find you too?
I don't know. They never said.
I see.
So I was hoping, you know, if you maybe knew. That's why I've read as much as I could in a small town, is because I was hoping to find out, you know, how does it happen? But
so how much would Papa Bilbo have told Tilly about like her species and where she comes from and that kind of thing?
The only thing that Bobo, not Bilbo. I didn't want to go into
Bilbo.
I didn't want to go into copyright infringement.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I heard that wrong.
It's Bobo.
Bobo, got it.
Bobo, yeah, he told you, you know, what had happened, that they had found you as a baby, left on the doorstep of the gnome, of the cleric of the clan.
Gotcha.
In the village. They had found you on the doorstep of the cleric's house. And all there was just a note saying, please take care of her.
I'm sorry, I don't really know much, to be honest.
it's all right. It was a long shot. I just figured I'd ask.
Well, if I find anything, I'll tell you. And if you find anything, you can tell me. Maybe we'll both figure it out.
Agreed. Agreed.
Come on, we should get you inside.
Yeah, let's go. Maybe Hildy has some sort of a painkiller.
Hildy has everything. I will never underestimate that woman.
Sure seems like it. She's wonderful.
She's a hack wrench.
Well, but on her father's side, once removed.
Close
Still
enough.
a hack wrench. Still a hack wrench.
All right,
Once
so you all
hack wrench.
eventually find your way back to the Fellfire house through various means and whatnot. and Hildy and Lug are there. There's a lunchtime crowd finishing up. Oh, look, you're back. Oh, how lovely. Oh, Samathay, are you hurt again, dear?
Yeah.
Got into a little bit of a rough spot, Hildy.
What
Giant
happened this time?
Giant spiders.
Giant spiders.
Giant spiders.
Poisonous
I hate
ones.
spiders. Oh, I hate them. Oh.
I don't like them much either.
Ew.
I'm I'll be all right for right now. Squall healed me again. Do you have
you need an anti-venom is what you need, dear.
That would be lovely.
Oh, of course. Here. I'll be right back. She goes
right.
into the back, and within 2 or 3 minutes she comes out and she'll give you a cup of tea. She says, now you drink this down, dear, and it'll take care of what ails you.
Thank you.
Tilly's gonna, I assume we've kind of ushered over to maybe a table or like sitting in the stairwell or something, and Tilly's just gonna sit down, and the entire time we walked back, Tilly still had her hammer over one shoulder. She's just gonna set it down and just, oof.
Well,
Okay, so you do, the poison is taken care of, and you also do manage to get your hit points back as well.
yay, I only needed 1 more hit point. So
Okay. All right, so while you get back, what are you going to do? You're going to compare your notes?
I'm assuming that all of us are back now.
Yes.
All right.
Maybe we should go upstairs.
Yes.
To the board.
To the board.
Follow me. And Tilly just hammer over her shoulder and starts trudging up the stairs.
All right. Do you want me to have Herbert bring up some soup for you, dears?
Yes.
Yes, please.
All right, Herbert. All right, so you're so you compare notes. We're actually a little bit running over.
Squall shares about the light in the window, more evidence that this house is worth investigating.
Yeah, Tilly went right to the board and starts putting up string and tacks with some connections that she's made.
All right, so well, you know what? We're going to leave it at that tonight.
Sure.
So you have made it back to the Fellfire house. You got taken care of the poison. You got your hit point back. You have some more information about at least one mystery. And congratulations. You're leveled up to 2.
Ooh, we did it!
Yay, now we have to go back and make Finn go down the hole.
Before or after you set it on fire?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes.
I really thought I was going to be the firebug in the campaign. Apparently, I'm wrong.
I just wanted to set one little fire.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
All right,
yes, I do.
so I'm gonna let everybody we're gonna do our rolling off.
Sure.
Off screen, off stream rather, and so you're going to be level 2 when we start next week's episode. Congratulations, party!
Yay!
Ooh.
And
We've survived 1 level of the meat grinder that is low level D&D.
Yes.
so some of you will get little perks already at level 2, such as Wild Shape.
Ooh.
But we'll just have to wait and see what that brings for everybody. But in the meantime, let's wrap things up for the evening. Let's go around the table and find out where you can find our wonderful players, what they're up to, what they're doing, and where you can follow them. So let's start with April.
Hi, I'm April. You can find me here on Wednesdays. I do. So I blanked. My brain just like totally went like.
We just.
You can find me on Mondays playing Cyberpunk Red with Rocket Fox, and there's something really cool happening this Friday, but I'm gonna let Nikki tell you about it.
Okay.
Okay. Next, we have Sarah.
Hello. I'm Sarah B. You can find me on Twitter at Sarah B. Strange. And right now, the only other thing I'm doing is our fun Witcher pen and paper TTRPG on the Adjunct GM's channel here on Twitch, Friday nights at 8 Eastern. And my character is going to go through the Trial of the Grasses this episode, probably. So this is going to be real entertaining. And I'm playing also with Dragon on there. It's a blast.
And I actually composed a song for her character last week, and
I was
sang it.
so not ready for that.
Wow.
There's a clip of me freaking out as that happened.
Nice.
So I had one of my moments of instant bardic inspiration. I just started writing stuff down while they were doing other role play parts. So hadn't done that in quite a while. It's been a while. Anything else, Sarah?
If you want to have me on your stream, hit me up.
Hit her up.
Your girl's game deprived still.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. And now, Finn.
Hey guys, I am Finn Archer, the Bloodhaven Bard. That is where you can find me on Twitter at Bloodhaven Bard. Besides finding me here every Wednesday, big project coming up is the return of What Streams May Come.
Yay!
We will do our next episode, A Comedy of Errors, on February 20th. That's a Saturday. But the thing coming up only in 2 days, this Friday, February 6th, is where we will stop accepting new cast applications and start notifying cast members.
Is that Friday the 5th or Saturday the 6th?
Did I say Friday the 6th?
Yes, you did.
Okay, Saturday the 6th. Okay. Saturday is the 6th. So I knew it was the 6th, and I said Friday instead. The 6th. You have until the end of the day on February 6th.
11:59 p.m.
So on February 7th is when we start refreshing our emails constantly.
That's
all
when
day.
you start being very
obsessively like, why have I not gotten an email from?
Why have I not got an email from What Streams May Come? And so that's when you February 7th is where you should start looking at your emails. If you have submitted a cast application, that is when we will start letting people know so that they can prepare for the stream on the 20th. So yes, if you have not applied to be a part of our next episode of What Streams May Come, go ahead and get that done before the end of the day Saturday. And then next week, start checking your emails.
Keep them cards and letters coming in. Okay, thank you, Finn. And next, Jennifer.
Hey guys, I'm Jennifer. I am a digital artist and graphic designer. You can find me on Twitter at Jenna K or on Instagram at Jenna Carts. Yeah, I do that art thing, and I also do the D&D thing here, and occasionally do that Shakespeare thing there. So there you go. Oh man, my brain's gone. It's fine.
It's fine.
And everything's fine.
And last but not least, Bygar, like the shirt says.
Like the shirt says. I'll flash it next week. Hi everyone, it's me, Nikki. You can follow me on Twitter at TheWigDM, and I am the second host and runner over at Slady's ATL with my co-host April. This Friday, check out Hunt for the Heartshard's return with season 2. Our first episode is this Friday, where the Slady's are on the moon.
My one's haunted.
The moon's haunted.
Got bugbears on the moon. I'm gonna shoot them.
Fuzzy Lumpkins is on the moon. We will see what happens when they inevitably find out more information about the Moon Kingdom there. It's going to be a good time. Other than that, Mondays you can catch me gaming on Slady's ATL. Right now I just made The Sims. The characters in The Sims. It was fun. I might play something else. We'll see. Every other Tuesday, you can catch me on Saving Face over at Craftic Studios. And Wednesdays, I'm here. I do a lot. Can I stop? No, never.
Did you say Fuzzy Lumpkin on the moon?
Maybe.
God dang, where's my banjo?
Where's my banjo? Them Powerpuff Girls.
Thank you, Finn.
So once again, the day is shaved.
Yeah, no, we're not saving anything or shaving anything.
No.
Oh, I hope not. All right, and I have been your humble host, Ye Old Dragon. You can find me on the Twitter sphere at Draconic Verses. I do graphic arts, I do digital arts, I do 3D art, I do art. I make fun t-shirts. If you hit ! forsooth in the chat, you will find the link to my TeePublic shop, where my wonderful friends here are showing off some of my wares most graciously and kindly, and I do appreciate it. But hey, if you want to hit up some Shakespeare-inspired garb and gear, if you want to hit up some D&D-inspired gear, if you want some pop culture-inspired gear, by all means, stop on by. There's stuff getting added all the time. And as was mentioned earlier, there will be a sale next week from the 11th through the 13th, up to 35% off on everything. Plus, if you get 4 masks are very important. If you get 4 masks, you get 20% off on top of the 35%.
That's almost like they're giving them away.
This is true. And we have a regular special too, where if you get 4 stickers, you get 25% off of them on top of the 35. So that will do it for us. I want to thank all of my wonderful players. I want to thank our offstage oracle, Babs the Bat, and I want to thank you folks for coming by and having some fun. And we will see you, of course, in the very near future. But my friends, please stay safe, stay healthy. If you have to go out, please wear a mask, because it's important, maybe not for you, but it's important for a lot of people around you. But for now, be good to each other. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Good night, everybody.
Bye.